from a distance that soon becomes desire. For just a touch, a long embrace, the briefest taste. This is no courtship. It's the moment of awareness between predator and prey. Let us begin.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Oddities D&D. So happy to be playing. And I don't know about you guys, like I think I mentioned this in our Discord, but did everybody feel like you blinked and the week just like flew by and now we're here again? Or was it just me?
It helps I only work 4 days.
There
Time
you go.
is a construct.
So we're back into it. We're back into the swing of things. Good to be here. Good to see everybody in the chat room there. Say hello if you're a new person. Love to hear from you folks. Before we get into the story, we're going to go around and introduce all the players, beginning with Nagheim.
You might be wondering why I always have a guru with me at every stream. Well, anyway, I'm Zanzan. I play Nagheim, our drow wizard.
Well played, my friend. Well played.
Not officially sponsored by Guru.
Not yet.
Yet.
Up from there, we have Rose.
Yes, well, in every generation, there's a chosen one. She alone is set against vampire demons and the forces of darkness. You use me, friend.
Point of inspiration for Buffy reference. Down from there, Cult.
We stand.
I'm Colt. Played by Chuck. I play a half-orc rogue, and
And since our rogue is deceased now, we'll go on from there to Viria.
Hello, I am the witch who will not turn you into a frog because amphibians are people too. Ari. And I play Viria. Excellent warlock.
Do you have a petition I can sign?
Let me go on change.org real fast and
So we're getting the petition for frogs, we're getting the petition for Guru sponsorship, we're getting the petition for our 6th member that Rose is currently consuming right now. With that,
That's hot.
who is reading the recap from last time?
oh my gosh.
I'll have my glasses, but I can give it a shot. I don't know where I put them.
This is going to be
Great.
extra.
can't help with you with that.
You
Can't help
can't
you
do
with that
anything
there.
right now.
Nope.
Oh, we're
Stop
good.
it, you
we're good.
amphibian.
You good?
Nope. Never.
Okay.
All right.
Cult, Viria, and Rose return from their night out in Sigorn to find a messenger on the estate doorsteps. They open the box to find 4 undead, decapitated heads, each of them made over to look like the 4 members of the party. As the messenger, a vampire, fades into the mist and escapes, the letter accompanying the package reveals it comes from Kristoff, the major domo serving the Whitestone's lord and lady at Briarwood, and that he has survived their encounter. Cult, Viria, and Rose then decide to leave for Restaurant the next morning to recover Nagheim and inform them of the night's events. Words are hard, people. That night, Viria experiences another strange dream and wakes to find she's shredded bedding. Colt tends to tell him what happened, and his brother reveals he's invited Desiree to the Winter's Crest Ball in 2 weeks' time. Colt, Rose, and Viria then leave for West Run and meet Nagheim at the Cobalt Reserve, where they catch up and research vampires in order to prepare against Desiree and his minions. The reunited group then head to Trixie's shop for supplies. Nagheim helps her transcribe scrolls of spells to for store credit, while the other 3 find Captain Oriana and ask for help regarding the undead heads. She then gives them 2 vials of holy water. Colt also gives her an owlbear feather to give to her daughter Olivia. With their business in Western taken care of, the oddities teleport back to Singorn and burn the undead heads in the early evening, bracing themselves for what's to come. I need glasses. Find them.
You did
Oh my
better
God.
than ever without them. I just gotta say.
Very good. Very good.
I was
Also,
like, ugh.
I like the rhyming couplet of undead heads.
It was good.
All right. So, one thing I do want to note, just so we don't forget about it, Nagheim, you still have things to pick up in Western.
Yes.
Okay. But we are in Singorn. Did it take until the evening to burn the heads? Is that what I heard? Is that right?
Wait, did I remember that wrong? I thought we burned the heads. Maybe we didn't. I don't.
We burned the heads. I thought it was early afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it ended on like us having the evening and the night to ourselves.
Yes. So you're about afternoon-ish by the time the heads are all taken care of. So, what is everybody's plan?
I guess if we're all sort of standing around the really nasty bonfire, I'll go to Nagheim, be like, what did you do for Trixie at her shop?
Oh, she is supplying the army and with magical scrolls to kill my people.
Oh!
So
Oh!
I decided to only produce scrolls of healing. I felt like
Wow!
it's the best way to not directly aid in potentially the eradication of my people.
Oh, yeah, that's I kind of keep forgetting that's happening over there. I'm so sorry. How are you dealing with that?
Well, I do what I do best with it. I push it down and ignore it. I managed to get the scroll transcribed that'll allow me to find our quarry. And so, yeah, that it was. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Focus on what's in front of us. Yeah. Yeah. The long yes continue until someone steps in and makes him stop.
I have a question. Why is there a war?
There will always be wars when people disagree. Some want
what-
power and some want knowledge, and the lengths people are willing to go for both.
But why is it against the drow? They're just like elves. Is there gonna be a war against elves?
Many look upon the drow with hatred due to their religious beliefs and because they don't want to lay down to the human king.
Well, I don't see what's wrong with that.
Well, what are their religious beliefs? I mean, I know you worship Shah.
Yeah.
You know, is something wrong with the deities they choose to worship, or is...
Predominantly, most of the drow worship the Luxon, which
Oh,
is
Right? I've never heard of that.
a deity for rebirth and knowledge. But there are many, many other drow who worship, like myself, those who are considered evil deities.
Like betrayer gods or something?
Some may be called that.
Well, it doesn't sound very fair. evil is not just, for the drow. There's plenty of humans who are evil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some humanoids worship betrayer gods.
There are many people who do, but those who tend to worship the betrayer gods do outside of the Underdark and such. Those outside do tend to perform more evil acts. And things that members of the Drow do, people just assume it is based because of evil. And
Well, if I know anything, is that assuming makes an ass of you and me.
very true.
Are we assuming?
As assume, you get.
Oh, because it's spelled with the U.
Yeah, ass and yeah.
Right. Yeah. We do know that vampires are evil, though, right? And it's not like we're going to go out and slaughter all vampires.
No, vampires are not evil, but
the one we're dealing with,
the ones that
has
send us heads in the mail,
officially
right?
is
Are
bad.
we starting a war against a vampire?
No. We're just. I think we're just gonna deal with, the one who directly threatened us, and
Yeah, because I thought we were dealing with one specific vampire who sent us.
yeah, that's
Dead
pretty
head,
much what
which
we're.
is really a dick one.
With possible repercussions that these Briarwoods might start a bit of a tiny war with my house. So,
Well, do we know whether this Major Domo is acting on their order, or maybe he's just doing this independently?
in the letter, he said something about hoping that we were going to meet the Briarwoods. I don't know where I've put the letter. If I could have a sign, Timora, that's what I remember correctly. Jason.
What? I was actually giggling about you role playing, and I'm like, oh, they mean me. What? What was the question? One more time.
That Krista said that the Briarwoods wanted to meet him someday. I don't have the letter. I don't have a physical copy I don't have the letter, so I can't remember.
Are you saying you don't have the letter?
Colt has the letter, but he can't find it. I don't have the letter. I don't have a copy of the letter. I have no pockets on these breasts.
Oh wait, actually, you did give it to me to read last time. Here it is.
That's true. So what does it say?
I don't have a handout.
Suckers.
It's not my problem.
He just kind of said, like, I hope you get to meet them someday. That's kind of it.
Oh yes, I've just recalled. That's how it. That's
I
how
just
it
like seeing you
played
guys
out.
squirm.
Oh, that's
Well,
all right. We get you back.
What if we told Desero and we went to the Briarwoods and be like, excuse me, did you know that your major domo is a vampire and also not a great person? Maybe you, Mr. and Mrs. Briarwoods, don't want to be associated with a mean vampire. Maybe they would appreciate it.
I mean, they were gone when we went there, so.
And it's also there's a problem with getting any sort of correspondence past that Potchwood forest.
Maybe it's Desiro's fault.
That the forest is the way it is. Maybe he's killed the Briarwoods and is just using that name.
Or maybe he keeps the mail.
I mean,
I
maybe he's Major Domo. He's probably in charge of the mail, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't we just... Well, we still have the letter, but we have actually burnt the rest of the evidence against him. Oh, I don't like Jason's face. He's like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, whatever whatever we do come this whole situation, we'll try to keep it quiet. Yeah?
I mean, I'm chopping his head off again if he ever shows his face.
Oh,
Sure,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. But let's not put it on a pike and parade it around town.
That sounds like fun, actually.
Well,
Ooh, maybe
You
we
would
could have
say
ribbons.
that.
Ribbons for the parade.
I mean, is there a Winter's Crest parade in Singorn?
Nope.
We can do that. No.
I'll tell you that
okay.
right now. I'm not writing
I'm
that.
asking Colt! Shut up, God!
no.
Where'd you go? Shame, there should be one.
Yeah, we're not parade people. Sort of
Yeah,
seen
those
as a
stuck
little
up.
bit.
Mm.
I mean, tacky. I was gonna say, but which is also
So,
stuck up. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So we've got our holy oil. Negheim, you got something from Trixie that's gonna help us.
Oh, I have more than that. But yes, I will be able to locate him.
And you really should get some rest before we go do this. You look very peaked.
I also still need to go back to Western tomorrow.
All right. Well, at least we can have an evening in comfortable rooms.
Oh, speaking of which, can I have a word, Colt?
Absolutely. Privately?
Well, I don't mind the other two hearing this, but I kind of destroyed another room last night. So
Yes. So you're going through quite a few of our bed linens.
yeah, and I kind of I am starting to feel bad about that. So
I mean, the thread count's very high, so they can be a little hard to replace, but you know they get softer the more you wash them, so even if they get a little dirty, it's actually better.
should I sleep somewhere else?
No,
don't
no,
know.
absolutely not. Why
I
are you having trouble sleeping?
No, I do sleep properly. I'm just having these really weird dreams, and I don't know.
What are you dreaming about?
Well, last one, I was running through the woods. I was injured, and I don't know. I was swearing revenge against a group of people who harmed me. But I don't know. I have my suspicions. I don't think that was actually meant to be me in that dream.
It wasn't who you told me about before.
Did I tell you about before?
Remember when we were on the boat together? We had a
Mhm.
little conversation about
Oh, yeah.
that.
No,
Wasn't them?
no.
Oh,
no.
that's very strange.
I have two things. Viri, if you're comfortable, Rose and I can take turns watching over you while you sleep to see if anything gets triggered or happens around you.
I mean, I'm not quite comfortable with that, but you know, if we can find a way to make this stop, because I'm just going through all of Colt's fancy sheets at this point.
Tie you.
No, thank you.
I think the watching
Oh.
is more comfortable.
I feel like as long as we're not staring at you and just in the room, we'll be able to hear when things start happening and notice if something's around.
Yeah, sure. Don't watch. I mean, in a way, watch me sleep, but don't actually watch me sleep, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean, because that's a
I
little
have my
creepy.
spells to look over anyway.
Okay.
You're not going to be like perched at the end of the bed.
Yeah,
staring
yeah, I
will-
know.
I recommend we would be on the opposite side of the room, actually, just in case. If your body is acting out without your knowing, I don't think it would be smart for us to be beside you
Yeah.
in case we didn't pick up on what's happening quick enough anyway.
Should we wake you?
Well, I end up waking up on my own. It's just that I'd just rather not destroy the room I'm
I
staying
feel
in.
before we awaken her, we should see if maybe there is anything around her that could be forcing it to be triggered or
Mm.
anything. But if I could have 10 minutes and your arm, I can try to identify it.
Okay,
You would just need to sit with me.
sure, easy enough.
Okay. Nekam will pull out their book and start drawing out the symbols on the ground. And Nekam will place Viri inside of the symbols and then just start looking over the arm to ritually cast Identify.
Sorry, there we go. All right.
Doing this in front of the burning heads.
Yep. It's ambience. It's
Yeah.
ambiance.
You don't get anything.
Well,
I'm sure this is magical in a way. But
oh yeah, I didn't,
I
grow this.
my magic is unable to find purchase on it. Which
Does your magic detect spells only? Or just magical?
magic. But I have a theory that I feel as if this here is a part of the dragon.
Oh, I mean, yeah, probably, because,
More physical.
it looks
and-
kind of dragon-like, so...
I think you, when using this, may hold part of potentially the dragon's body.
Wait, so am I turning into a dragon? Is that what you're saying?
That is what I worry. Not a dragon, but a specific dragon.
Oh yeah, probably the one in my head, but...
Yes. And
You're not big enough, though.
I
Is she gonna get bigger?
I
We're
hope
gonna need bigger horses.
Oh, I hope not. I'm tall
I-
enough as
Good.
it is to kind of bang my head sometimes on door frames, so...
how can I am worried that you might be switching places with the dragon.
Warlockery is straight up fucked.
How would
No
that
offense. It
Yeah.
seems really strange.
I mean, I really don't know myself, so... Great.
Which is kind of why I want us to watch in case there is anything that
Yeah.
is what's triggering it. Maybe you
Sure.
were seeing memories of the dragon before it was locked up.
I mean, that was my working theory, so...
Maybe when you're in your dreams, try to get information.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I can try. I'm mostly on, like, autopilot, so...
if we can figure out who this dragon is, maybe we can research it a little bit better. You know, Nagran,
Well,
you and
we-
me, good study buddies.
We know who they are. Their name's Saphira Shadim.
Oh shit! I totally forgot.
I
love the genuine surprise. It's just-
I worry, but that but I feel like we can only find the answer by pushing forward and just trying to be cautious.
I mean, let's just see what happens tonight. I might not have another dream. Who knows? Everything might get back to normal as that can be, and you know, we'll hunt a vampire. Do you actually want to look into the vampire thing tonight? Because they go out at night. Is that what we found out?
Feel like I would need some rest before.
I'm totally not deflecting.
How
Do you
about
say
we
that
go
out loud?
Well, what we know, I think we should spend the evening preparing. I would like to perhaps come up with some stakes and maybe going out at night to search for this vampire might not be the best idea, but we can definitely go out during the day, ask around, do a little investigation.
Won't the
See if-
stakes be rotten by the time we get there?
Oh, no.
I
What
take that point of
is
inspiration back. Such a terrible joke.
And so appropriately, Rose.
Yeah.
We'll talk, Rose. I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, get some rest. We'll keep eyes on Viria tonight, and then we'll go do some detective work in the morning in Singon, see if anyone's gone missing. Vampires gotta eat, right? There's 2 of them out there as far as we know.
I don't believe that they would be dumb enough to do something so bold in Singapore.
Okay, so I'll take that off the list then.
Well, are there any settlements around Singon? Maybe they've been hunting outside of the city.
That's definitely something to look into. If they have been dumb enough to hunt inside the city, great. If they haven't, then that'll give us another avenue to search into. I think there's we're kind of in the suburbs of Singon, so
It's a suburb.
it's a sort of like an outlying area where people who don't like to be crammed in and have a little bit more money to spread out and have grounds and
So entitled that
money.
cult believes the estate is suburb material. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. No.
it's a gated community.
But I'm totally from the street.
We have to grow Dutch bluegrass out on the yard.
Oh my god.
The mailbox isn't allowed to be painted yellow. Anyhow, I have to go talk with my brother and probably Kat, so if there's anything else you folks need, to ask Martin.
I will put on some tea.
I still feel bad about the sheets. Maybe go for a lower thread count tonight, just in
Horse
case.
blankets from the stable. You got it.
Just straw, just straight out straw and mattress.
Hey.
But it's inside.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
We'll bring in one of the miniature ponies to keep you company.
I miss cream. Okay, well, I'm probably just gonna go and work out, train on the grounds if anyone wants to come, and leave you to the talking with the girlfriend and transcribing scrolls. Toodaloo.
I'll
Rose will
probably
join
join
you.
you for training later. I've gotta see if I can throw stakes like I throw daggers.
Oh, wait.
Again, I thought of you throwing actual, the edible steak because of Rose. Just... All right.
What do I roll for damage on meat?
Here comes a vampire. Blah. Fuck. What the fuck? Got in my
I
eye.
follow Veery to the training ground.
Gotcha. Okay, so who's going where? You two are going to the training grounds. Colt, you're going where?
Probably go check in with Tens, see how the security detail is going on, and then catch up with Kat.
Okay, and Nagheim, where are you going?
I'm just gonna find a little nook somewhere and have tea.
Okay. So I'll say Nagheim, you say little nook, but every room in this estate is like ginormous. So the last place I'd say you had a comfortable cup of tea was probably in the same ballroom area where you and Tens had a little conversation. So you could have it brought to you there. There's a little table that you can set up, do any kind of studying or transcribing, whatever you need to do. Yeah, that's you. Cult, who do you want to see first?
Probably Tens. If Kat's still working,
Okay.
just due to the last interaction, he'll probably want to leave it till she's off the hours.
Okay. Let's see, where the hell would Tens be? You know, he's in the bathroom. He's soaking it up. He's kind of chilling for the day.
You were gonna say taking a shit.
No, I really wasn't.
It's like he's in the bathroom taking a shit. I'm like,
Taking a deuce.
this is where my brain goes. My fantasy game. Sweet.
Fantasy shit.
So we spend every second episode at a library.
There's a lot of corn. No.
Oh my god. Why? Oh, I quit. Okay.
Rose, did you just write yum? Oh, that's just something else. I'm sorry.
Oh, human sashimi.
Yeah, that
Which
makes
is
more
what
sense
Ari
than
said.
yeah, what I said. Ugh. Anyway, rolling it back. Here we are.
Colt just sort of knocks on the door. He doesn't enter, but he goes, Tens?
Yes. Can I help
Sorry
you?
to bother you. Sorry to bother you. It's your brother.
All right, come on in.
Ugh, I don't know. I've seen more of you naked than I ever wished to in this past couple weeks.
You should be so lucky.
He opens the door and faces the wall. Goes, was wondering if you took care of that security detail with the Singorn, the Verdant Guard, I believe?
Make a perception check of how much emotional and mental damage you're going to take here.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
Do
Or
I
am
still have to make a perception?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
So it's easy enough to see that your brother is in one of like the wading pool baths. Most of the water is cloudy because it's kind of like a milk bath kind of thing, and he's just got his head on the edge. He's got a couple of cucumbers all over his eyes. You really can't see much beneath the water surface.
All right.
Just to
good.
put you at ease.
All right. Yeah. So, did you?
Say that again because I forgot what I was trying to describe to you.
We are in fine form.
It's a day,
Uh,
guys.
Did you talk to the Verdant Guard about our situation?
Yes.
Eh,
We should be able to get a couple of guards to patrol the grounds at night. It will cost a bit of coin, but nothing too extravagant. How soon do we think this problem will be taken care of?
We are going to go start our investigations tomorrow during the day. There's no point in. Might as well batten down the hatches and wait out the storm until the sun rises. Apparently, vampires are pretty restricted, but also incredibly powerful. So we'll figure that out. Thank you for doing that.
Not at all. You say investigate. Where are you investigating?
Around Singorn, unless you have a lead for us.
Oh.
Did you know where Christos was staying?
I don't know that, but I know who we all conversed with. Is that something you would like to know?
What do you think?
I can't. Your face. I don't know what to read off of that.
It's hot here, folks.
Yeah. Right. Well, there were 3 heads of house that were there. Well, 4 in total. She's not really a head of house. There was Paris Mirajor. I believe you can speak to him in the Tarn Ward district.
Harris or Paris?
Paris. Paeris.
Gotta throw that in there.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
E in there.
Hey, they're Elvish.
Marajor?
Mirajor. Mirajore.
Alright. And they are where?
They're in the Tarn Ward district, which is kind of like the market square.
Alright. Okay, so these are all, and okay, I'll let you continue.
Sure.
And then I'll say my questions.
Okay, so the second household that Ten's met with is Barifir Mithben. Barifir.
I'll just spell them phonetically.
Sure.
What was the last name?
Mithben.
Mythben. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is me writing stuff down. And
I don't know why.
okay, and what area?
They are in the Beryl Keep district, which you know because you and a couple of your friends went there for boot camp training one time.
Ooh, okay. And you said there was one more, correct?
Correct. That would be Lord Reese Eriondare.
Oy.
So Reese, R-E-I-S. I just wanted to see you like roll your eyes. Fucking elves.
Door.
Yeah.
It's just so I thought if phonetically it sounds
This is
like
a lord, so you fucking up his name is going to go over real well. Let me tell you.
phonetically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are located in the Emerald Citadel district, which is
Okay.
where royalty lives.
Ooh.
And yes, this individual is a viscount in the royal court.
Oh my gosh.
So a little above your pay grade. Just a bit.
Well, now I've just got to figure out, do I be completely honest with these 3 and say exactly what's happening, or do I have to create some sort of subterfuge?
To be perfectly honest, if you go in and you say, "Oh, hello, we've never formally met. Any vampires about?" you might be thrown out, or in the best case scenario. Another scenario may be that you alert anyone who is working with said vampire and they retreat. So, subterfuge, probably your best bet.
Subterfuge.
So come up with a little
Maybe.
plan, yes?
I could probably use Winter's Crest Ball as some sort of way to get in.
Why not?
It's totally natural for someone of noble birth trying to get in with the higher ups.
Would it help to mention possibly the added security and just if they have opinions on the matter? I don't know.
Added security. I don't. I suppose.
The fact that we are adding security, and should we be on the lookout for any of their ne'er-do-wells? I don't know. At this point, he has taken the cucumbers off his eyes.
I reckon I make it up as I go along. This worked for me so far.
Fair enough.
But do we have any extra invitations?
Oh, we can have some made up. I don't see why not.
Let's get some made up with their names spelt correctly. and and I will deliver them personally
Fair enough.
as a show of I don't know. I can't think of the word.
Oh, you're just gonna pull it out of your ass, all right?
I absolutely am. It's what I do. It's what I do best. I feel good under pressure. It's too much preparation gets me confused. All right. Well, I will leave you to your bath.
Why, thank you. If you need anything else, don't hesitate.
All right, you gobshite. Hate your guts.
All right. Oh, one more
Bye.
thing.
Yes.
Periscope.
Oh, God! Oh! I'm gonna dig out my eyes and burn them and bury them now. And he slams the door.
Good.
Periscope.
Ah,
Gross.
brothers.
Look, everybody, it's Pete.
He had a big old yawn while you were talking there. It was the cutest.
He
Oh,
finds me very boring.
oh.
My
Nonsense.
question is why is Ten so eager to show his butt to Colt?
Oh, it wasn't his butt.
Yeah, that was weird between brothers.
I was being polite, yeah.
Oh.
If it's a little weird, we'll tamp it down a little bit. We're going for humor, not gross outiness.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So Colt's gonna wait till Cat's off. If that's a little bit, then he'll join the two out at the training grounds.
Well, it's funny enough. You go to check around to see if Catalina's going to be off her shift anytime soon, but it seems like no one's really seen her in the past hour or so. But before we get to that, Viria and Rose, whereabouts are you going training exactly?
Well, wherever there's enough space, maybe just like where we've sparred.
The last time I traumatized.
Hey, the good old stomping grounds. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a ways away from the estate. I'd say it's closer to the hedge maze than it is closer to the estate, but you're far enough away and you have enough space like in the open grounds there to kind of do anything you like. So, what are we doing?
Oh, I didn't think we would actually roleplay this, but
I didn't prepare anything. Oh.
we could just I don't know, do you want to do unarmed combat?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm still tired from our last.
Right. We can do laps and
Oh, no,
chin
we can
ups
just-
on trees.
We're just punching at each other, you know?
Cardio is so important.
I love this
Cardio.
kind of training. You just, one's too tired, she says, just punch me. I'll punch you back. We'll see how long.
Here, and then Rose will throw a punch. Oop. Does 18 hit?
Yep.
Do I roll, because I'm exhausted, do I roll a disadvantage for damage?
No, that's just ability checks on 1 point of
okay.
exhaustion. Yeah, so you're okay.
So here you go. It's a 9 of damage.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
raging, so. Or are you raging? You said you were tired. I'm going to say you're not raging.
No, I'm not raging.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm
just
not.
6. Yep. Baff.
All right. Oh, so just 6. Sorry, let me
Just 6.
add back so I can keep points up. Oh, nice one. Throws a punch. So enthusiastically. That's a 7.
So-
I catch it with my arm.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I'd say at that point, between Rose just nonchalantly going, "Ah, I'm tired, pap, and then Vera going, okay, and then like just weak ass sending it in, and enough where Rose just goes in slow mo. I mean, you guys kind of realize like, just not into it. No,
I
nothing.
throw another
Okay.
punch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe sparring's not the best thing. Here, I'll do push-ups and you just sit on my back and.
It's a 12. Does a 12 hit you?
No, it doesn't. She just sidesteps it and she goes like, "Yeah, no, this is not
Okay.
working out."
Yeah, maybe we can do. Who can do the most push-ups?
I'll get both of you to make a perception check, please.
Oh, 19.
And the 20. Okay. It's about halfway into your half-assed workout routine here, where you're debating who is going to sit on top of who, that you see Catalina walk out from the hedge maze and head back to the estate. Now, 19 gets you enough information that you can see she's fairly sweaty around like her head and everything. But at 20, Rose, you see her knuckles are bloodied. And she just keeps on walking.
I'm just gonna yell, "Hey, cat! Hi,
And she keeps on going.
cat! I'm here. It's me, Rose, your friend."
She heard you.
Rose keeps going.
All right.
I don't think,
That was rude.
he wants to talk, and I'm fine with that. So, I'm just gonna
Did you
keep on
see
doing
her
my
hands?
push-ups. No.
You were bloodied.
Okay, she probably must have been working out. She punches things.
You're probably right. And then Rose will resume the half-ass workout.
Hey, and you do. Shortly thereafter, Cult comes out to join you in this half-ass workout.
He's gathered a bunch of wooden stakes that he's had.
Hey.
I like your sticks.
Thank
You
you.
are very motivated.
And he's got they're sort of like in sort of a satchel, and he plunks them all down on the ground, and he takes a little pot of paint and he goes up to like one of the trees, and he just like paints like kind of a target. It's pretty bad. He's like, "Oh, it's more of an oval, not quite a circle, but we'll make do." And goes back and he gives a stake to each of them, and he's going to start throwing them and trying to get them into the center of the target.
Okay. Is everybody else joining in?
Yes.
He's
Very-
encouraged them to.
Viri is handed a stake, and she does what she would normally do and just runs up and jabs it into the tree.
Which is viable. Yeah.
She's a melee combatant, so.
Yeah. And Rose, are you doing the
I'm gonna do
Sorry,
the
I-
run enemy jump combo, and then keeping the stick, I'm just gonna do like that. To the tree.
I love it. I love how Cult is like, "I'm gonna practice this at a safe distance," and everyone's like, "Nah."
Nah.
Fuck this
Fuck
tree.
Fuck that tree.
That's her style.
So, I'm sorry, guys. I was reading something else in Discord there. Rose, you're doing what?
I'm doing my anime. Okay, so I'm running,
Yeah.
anime jumping. I take the stake and I go like this,
Okay.
to the tree.
So you're a melee.
Proper.
Viri is a melee, and Cult, you're doing it from range. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a dagger throw.
So, yeah, I guess everybody makes just a straight up attack roll, but minus any
So-
kind of like whatever your normal weapons would give you. I think Viri, yours is -1, Rose is -2, and Cult is -2.
Oh.
Just because your weapons are plus things.
So we just do like an attack roll with our weapon and deduce
by 1 for you, and
by 1 for me and 2 for the
Yeah.
others.
Okay,
Cool.
so if I roll with a dagger, then I just -2 on that?
What's in there?
I think you should be okay with just a dagger if that's the case. Just because Mentor's Hand is a +2, and Rose's Great Axe is a +2, and Viria's Great Sword is a +1. So if it's just a
Yeah.
standard kind of weapon, then we're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a +1, but because I have, I think, improved pack weapon something. It's like a warlock thing.
Oh, okay.
It gives me a bonus, but here.
Is that working? Oh my god, that's really. It rolled and startled me.
Okay, and Rose, what you got?
I rolled a 21 minus 2, 19.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was looking at your perception there. Cool. Yeah, everybody hits it easily enough. Cult, no, sorry, Viria gets a dead center. But it's kind of like one of those things where, like, Cult, you're standing back and you're like, okay, so what you want to do is you want to say, hi-ya, and you throw it. By the time it hits, you see Rose just into it, and then you see out of nowhere, like, Viria just. So Rose is coming mid-air. You're going for the distance, and Viria is kind of like that zigzag to create some sort of like distraction to a tree, and then thunk, and all three of you get the bullseye. Easy enough.
Well, I think, you know, we've got it down pretty well.
Yeah.
We're highly trained adventurers. But mustn't rest on your laurels. You must always keep up the practice. That's what my father always said. But damn, we're good.
Pretty
The
cool.
rest on bed.
See, okay, so the saying goes to rest on your. You know what?
Why would you rest on your?
I gotta go
laurels?
talk to Kat. I will be.
She was headed back to the estate. We saw her leave the maze.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in the maze.
What's it?
Probably working out or something. She looked a little sweaty.
Yeah, she had blood on her.
Yeah, she kind of shut down a little bit when I mentioned the whole vampire thing, which is understandable. She's been through a lot. I should probably really go talk to her.
Oh, thank you for the
Wish-
stick.
What's that?
Rose, we'll get you with your mic a little closer to your mouth there.
I said thank you for the stick.
You're welcome.
Now, just a quick question. Who all I know Cult and Nagheim did the majority of the research into vampires, but was that knowledge shared between everybody?
I think it can be assumed so.
Okay. Everybody make a, I think it's just not even a history check. It's a intelligence check. Except for Nagheim. Sorry.
Aw.
I'm gonna roll physical.
Aw.
Oh, that's a 19. I'm so
Oh
smart.
my god.
Okay.
I rolled so high.
Yep. And Cult?
With minus
Well,
2.
this makes sense. This makes sense. So, Cult, you're in your glory. You're like, yeah, vampire's gonna come out. Foo! Oh, I gotcha. Foo! Oh, I gotcha. Foo! 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 But as you're leaving and you're doing that kind of like, you're playing out scenarios in your head and you're kind of like stabbing the air as you go along. And both Viri and Rose, you don't say it to each other, but you're kind of thinking back on everything that Cult and Nagheim told you guys about what they found out about vampires. And you're wondering why it's necessary to throw a stake at a vampire when it's only good when they're in their coffin, immobile.
By the way, Cole, do you think you'll be able to?
Oh, he's
throw
walking
a
and talking.
stake
He's
at,
far away from you at this point.
Okay,
I'm sorry to say.
he's not listening.
Nope.
I mean, it's fair. He just wants to look cool.
I mean, he could throw this. He could throw this stick.
I mean, I assume if we hang him from the ceiling or something, he could probably hit a vampire in their
Yeah.
from above. We
Can
can,
work.
yeah, we can, you know, if we can rig him to the ceiling.
Should we go? Should we go in town to get some ropes and some pulleys?
I mean, I have rope already in my room, and And I don't know, maybe Nagheim knows some kind of levitating, floating magic or something.
But maybe we should go get the pulley system.
I mean, that's on you. I'm kind
Okay.
of feeling a little lazy. But we'll brainstorm it. I mean,
Ooh, maybe we could design some sort of thing with like a plank, and then one person stands on this side, and the other person stands on the other side, and then one here, and then go foom, and then the other person who's standing there.
oh, and
goes
he
in
just goes
there.
flying and like,
Ah.
that's an idea. Or I could maybe
Circus training paid off.
Do a teleport thing. I don't know. We can, or
I'm just-
a human
I'm just trying to
ladder.
be-
Like you stand on my shoulders, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he
yeah,
stands
yeah.
on yours, and
I think it's important that we try to be creative of ways that we can, like, you know, save magic for when, like, you know, it's essential. Not
Right.
saying that this is not essential, but, like, you know.
no, for sure. And I mean, you're a lot more creative than I am, so I'm sure you'll come up with something good.
As you walk back into the
Yeah, we
state
can
cult,
keep going, guys.
We gotta make sure Cult feels cool, giving him opportunities. I love it.
I'll
This
just
could
throw
easily be
cold
the
and he can
Fed
throw the...
An Ari role-playing show.
Oh yeah, this can go on.
so you walk back into the estate, and they said Catalina went back inside. You don't see her in the kitchen. You kind of peek your head into the ballroom. You see Nagheim just reading and enjoying their tea. You go upstairs, you check some of the rooms. You think, oh shit, no, maybe she's in her room. You check her room. No, just Martin's wife. And the little baby, of course. I don't know. She must be somewhere that you're not seeing right now. It is a big state, so I mean, it's not hard to get lost here on occasion, but yeah.
Got lost in his own museum, you say? Did he Cult check his own room?
Yes.
Well, barring rolling an investigation to look for her, I don't know what else to do. I'm sure he would check all their old haunts.
Mhm.
So I could roll an investigation.
You kind of get the hint that if she wanted to be found, she would be.
She'd be found. Okay. Alright. Well, Cult's going to retire to his father's study.
Ooh, okay. What's in there?
And books on combat and war and all things soldiery. Just what you would expect. Plus, he kind of likes the smell. And pours himself a brandy.
Okay.
Which there's very little left. He takes a little tiny brandy, but it's in one of those massive glasses. And
Okay. Make a constitution check for me, please.
okay, it's this orc brandy.
It's not a saving throw, just a check.
Oh, just a check. Okay.
Yeah.
By saying orc. Oh, that didn't roll. There we
Okay.
go. 9.
Yeah. Apparently it's just brandy.
And he's just gonna select one of the books, like the Art of War D&D version.
There you go. Are you
He's
looking
just
for
trying to
anything in
read.
particular, or you're just kind of passing the time reading?
He kind of wants to like get inspired and feel like he's doing his due diligence. Where if he's looking for something specific, he doesn't really know. But he's just sort of trying to get into that headspace.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. Well, 2 people reading, 2 people working out. Eventually, the evening hours come, and you all rejoin for dinner. Is there anything anybody want to do before the end of the night?
Probably just take a bath and then go to bed.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Rose will want to rest. She's
I heard half of that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
sorry. I just put up a fan, so
it's
Rose
okay.
will want to rest and take a nap.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
I'm glad she doesn't mute her mic as often anymore, because that's the stuff we would miss out on. I love it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So with that, everybody beds down for the evening. Was there talk you guys were gonna stare at Viri while she sleeps? Is that correct?
Yeah, we were gonna do
Not creepy.
rotations since 2 of us only need 4 hours.
I don't know. We've established the creepy already tonight, so.
All right.
Do
So-
you want to start, Nagaheim?
I would prefer to take the second half, if that's all right with you.
Meta question: Can Rose recoup exhaustion with only 4 hours?
You're cutting in and out,
Yeah.
by the way.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But your long rest, because you're an elf, is 4 hours.
Okay, I'll take the first watch.
All right. Rose and Nagheim, make a perception check, please.
Very
I'm gonna roll.
snores, by the way.
And farts.
No.
I mean, who doesn't? If you don't fart in your sleep,
23.
I don't trust.
23. Okay. And 12 for Rose.
12.
Yeah, you guys don't notice anything off kilter. She's not thrashing about. She's not tearing apart the hay bale that she's sleeping on. Everything seems to be good to go. Did you mention the first time it happened, like what the results were?
I
Yeah?
did, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Again.
2 sessions ago.
you don't notice any change in temperature in the room or anything like that, so seems like everything is legit. Hey, you are not exhausted.
Whee!
And the morning comes. Who is probably, let me think. Who would be first to breakfast?
Viri notices
Rose.
Nagaheim watching, and she just goes like, ugh, waking up.
It's more Albert's watching, Nagheim's just reading a book.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just the fact that there's like someone else in the room. She's like, ugh.
Yeah, you open your eye, Viri, and it's just like, and there's like this big dark bird's eye, like right here.
Hey, what's up? How'd you sleep?
No, that doesn't happen.
It's brushing your hair with its beak.
Oh, you got a
She's
little crusty.
exerting a lot of self-control not to like sweat at Albert out of reflex.
There you go. All right, so who's first down to breakfast?
I would say
Me.
it's between Colt and Rose. I think Rose might do it.
Probably, yeah. She's usually the one.
'Cause
All right.
I am helping in the kitchen to make the breakfast.
Yeah, you are. All right. So as the rest of you crawl out of bed, and where is it here? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. As you all set yourselves at the dining table and receive dish after dish of fried eggs, roasted potatoes, coffee, tea and juices, an assortment of toasted bread, and an assortment of fruits. I said assortment twice. The last dish to be laid on the table for you is a healthy portion of charcoal black toast, laid down by Catalina. She walks over to your side, Cult, and she places down an envelope beside your fork, which reads, "To the Oddities," before slowly turning and walking back to the kitchen with the rest of the help.
Thank you.
She kind of turns over her corner to she turns over her shoulder to look at Viri, gives you a little nod and a smile.
I didn't make the toast. The rest.
What
Yeah,
was that? Sorry, Rose.
I
didn't
didn't
make
make
the
that toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's fine.
Personal pride.
Okay.
Colt looks a little concerned and is still staring where Kat had gone because the last time he got a letter wasn't great.
I mean, this could be from Kieran Sari, because is mail that fast? I don't know.
To all of us, so I suppose I'll just read it. He
Mhm.
opens it and then folds it.
And you'll find it in your Discord.
Tight. All right. Okay, here we are. Like making it look like I'm reading from this. It's theater of the mind. There are so many things going on in my mind right now. The loudest thoughts are ones of anger, hatred, just a montage of different ways to make that man suffer. The deeper my thoughts go, the more painful it becomes. What was the point of going to Whitestone? What was the point of me breaking away to inform the Cobalt Soul? It meant nothing. It did nothing. The horrors that those people are capable of is going unchecked, and it's spreading across the land. And nothing I did mattered. People are still being sacrificed. People I care about are still in danger. And no matter which way I try to be reasonable or rationalize it, the truth is that none of this would be at our doorstep if it wasn't for me. I truly thought that my time away had helped heal what I'd gone through, but I'm still there. I still feel helpless. I feel that at any moment I'm going to be used as a tool for some purpose that I can't see. All I want to do is scream. I want to break something. I want them to hurt. But even if I just picture their faces in my mind's eye, I feel paralyzed. I don't know that I can face this fear, and that pulls me deeper into despair. I can't speak about it because the words don't come out. They just choke me. I don't know where my courage and bravery disappeared to. Maybe I've been fooling myself for the last few months. As much as I want to be the hero of my story, I know now I'm a liability. I won't run away, but I don't think I can fight this with you all. Catalina.
I would like to cast message
Okay.
in the direction of which I saw Catalina go. And will just... Do not worry. We'll fix this. That's all.
Softly, you get a response.
I'm so sorry.
No. So, it appears we have a little bit of, well, a couple pickups, and then we have a monster to slay.
I'm going to get up and try and see if I can find Catalina.
Okay. You head into the kitchen where she went back to, and you see the entire kitchen staff is hard at work, Catalina included.
Do you have a moment?
Not right now, I'm afraid. Busy day. We'll catch up later.
I'll hold you to that, and I'll leave.
Cult's still stunned, like just staring down at the letter. And he looks up at Rose. Not specifically, but he makes eye contact with Rose because they both, I believe, saw the same thing. And he goes, I wasn't gonna ask her to fight.
It was not my impression that she was gonna join us. What?
Maybe I was never gonna ask her that. I wanted to take care of this for her.
Maybe you told her too much, and she thought you wanted to ask her. Is that possible?
Should I have been more subtle? Sometimes I talk too much. I just think everybody should know everything that's going on. Maybe she should go visit my parents while this goes on.
I think maybe when it's becoming a little bit more evident. And
That's a
Rose
good
feels
word,
proud
Rose.
for using that word.
I think
That
You
maybe
shouldn't-
when it comes to Whitestone, not telling everything to Catalina might be wise.
I think you shouldn't coddle her, and you should let her deal with this the way she wants to deal with this.
Or that.
I think both are equally good, and maybe a little bit of a blend of both. Be a little bit more gentle, but not hide anything.
Or just ask her.
That's what I was trying to do. Okay.
Did you get to the part of asking, or you just talk?
I think I just talked. We have a lot to do today.
There's nothing we can do about this now. So let's do what we were supposed to do in the first place, and then we can deal with this later.
I'm gonna cut that man's fingers off and feed them to him. One at a time.
Finger
Real
food.
slowly. And once they grow back, I'm gonna do it again. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes.
Is that where chicken fingers come from?
Absolutely not.
I mean, he's not a chicken, except finger food, right? Okay, I'm going to stop and try to make jokes. And yeah, let's go hunt some vampires, you guys.
Oh, already? Okay.
But before, let's go to the toilet.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Both Xander and I have to go. Our back teeth are just floating.
well, I'm glad you told me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the first of probably many bathroom breaks by the looks of it. So stick around. We're not going to be gone too long. In the meantime, you get to see our lovely emotes that all our subscribers get to enjoy from the lovely Nicola Nora, and some fancy dancy artwork from Chuckamonte. That one, it's cult. It's cult. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everybody. All right.
Back, bitches.
All right. So it's about 10 in the morning. You guys are all well fed. Are we heading out into the city today? Is that the plan?
Well, looking for vampires, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
let's.
we need-
Colt will.
have,
Go ahead, Fred. Rose.
I was gonna say we have a few things to pick up in Westrun, don't we?
Oh, yeah. You can do
My
that too.
entire new outfit
Ooh.
and a weapon.
Ooh.
Well, do we want to do that and then come back? And I feel like we should have probably slept in Western. It's pretty stupid.
I just wanted everyone to be comfortable. It takes,
mean,
it takes a hobby.
I do recall we mostly wanted to get rid of the deadheads.
Well,
So-
I'm having someone write up some special invitations for Paris Mirajor, Barafir Mithrin, Lord Reese Ariandor.
I don't know what you just said.
These
What-
are all
what are
people
those?
that
Oh.
Ten said were at the.
Invited to the Winter's Crest Ball.
Thank you.
You got it. I got your back. It's all
Okay.
good. So-
Why did you want to?
They
Contact?
met. I believe they have met with Christos.
Oh. So you think they could be in cahoots or something?
If they are in cahoots, we're gonna keep eyes on them. But I'm going to approach them as if I am personally inviting them to our Winter's Crest Ball.
Okay.
Very, very natural for someone of my station to do. But we're not going to say anything about vampires at all. Just in case Ten said we don't want to alert any sort of connections if they are working with him. So, eyes on the prize. So I think, yeah, we'll go question them. Well, not question.
Oh, just see what's up with them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
love it.
you're the noble man here, so
That
Wonderful.
felt weird.
out of all of us, you probably know best what to do with this. So
So let me ask a
Let's
question. What?
Let's hope
Let's hope.
that I know what to do.
So let me ask a question to the group. Going to Western to get Nagheim's orders, is there anything in Western that anybody else needed to do, or are we just smash and grab kind of thing?
probably just smash and grab, no?
Yeah.
Smash and grab.
So how about this? I believe the orders were paid for already, correct? You're muted.
You're muted.
I don't think you gave me the price for each thing. I don't
Oh,
know if I
shit.
paid. I don't remember.
They're
Or did I?
free.
I don't think I paid.
think I did.
Boomer joke. If there's no price on it, it's free.
No, it's not.
Go
That
away,
is
Karen.
a boomer joke. That is totally.
I'm pretty sure I did, but off the top of my head right now, I don't know. So we'll do this. I'll look back at the VOD and find the prices later, and
Yeah.
we'll say it is paid once you go to pick it up. Fair enough?
Cool.
Sweetness. All right. So if that's the case, I will say 10 a.m. turns to about 12 p.m. there and back to pick up everything. Is that fair?
That's efficient.
Okay. So with that, you are in Singorn. It is a beautiful sunny day. What is everyone doing as you head out from the estate?
Check in Nagheim's new outfit.
Would you like to describe?
I mean, it is the photo. I don't actually have my text. Wait, did you send it to me, or is it in our? I don't know what's
You
happening.
you
anymore.
guys can go to the Oddities D&D on Twitter and take a
Oh,
look at the
yes.
artwork.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Nagheim's just in a much more traditional, like, wizard garb. But one thing is their cane is no longer smooth, round orb. It is a dodecahedron on the end of it. And Nagheim would just point the head of the cane towards Kalt and just go, pull.
Oh, is magic gonna happen?
No.
No.
And he pulls.
I'm glad
As you
Ari
pull.
laughed at that.
Nagheim farts.
As you pull back, slowly a handle appears and then a blade. And you pull out a rapier.
It is
Um,
magic. Oh, this is nicely balanced.
Oh, so now you wanna start learning doing the blade?
You can
Sorry,
do
I
pokey
can't
pokey
think right now.
stabby.
I have Pringle in the back of my throat.
They're hot.
Oh, Nagheim, this is
I felt-
brilliant.
It was, retrieving Owl, trying to find you something that can help you think of home. And taking Cult's advice is just a small way to apologize.
I think it's a fine idea. And we'll study together. It'll be like Study Buddy, but with physicality. Phys ed,
Oh,
if
and
you will,
now,
physical
now we
education.
can spar together. Oh, we're gonna put you through the ringer, Nagheim. It's gonna be fun.
A reminder.
That's code for Viria's gonna fucking kill you. No.
A reminder, though. I still have plenty of magic.
We know.
Mm.
There's nothing stopping you from doing both.
This
a
will
lot,
be for
actually.
when the
my-
well runs dry.
My physique will stop me from doing a lot of physical things, actually.
Well, I'm not terribly strong, but I'm very quick.
You can work
And
out
I'm
with us.
very out of shape.
We'll do some calisthenics.
We'll come up with a workout regimen, something that's not too intense. You can do it progressively.
We'll
It's-
sign you up for like spinning class.
Absolutely not.
While we're still at the estate, can I do something?
Depends.
I would like to go see Kat, Alina.
Hmm. I'm probably gonna save you some time. A little too busy today.
I just want to introduce her to Owl.
Are you leaving Owl behind?
Well, I don't think Owl is fit for hunting vampires.
You don't know. She. I'm sorry. I forget. He's
Owl's
been
a
staying at the
professional
Slayer's
vampire
Take.
hunter.
You know, he has been like catching mice and
Yes,
rats. You know.
So while
I'm
Owl
kidding.
was
You can
at the Slayer's
absolutely
Take-
leave Owl with everybody, and Catalina
Okay.
will make sure that he's fed, that he gets some saucers of milk, that he has like some rats to chase around. Not that there's rats on the estate, but yeah,
Mhm.
she's got him covered.
Yeah,
There's
no,
ghost mice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yes.
yes. Okay, thank you. That's
This might
all.
be a little.
We're
little
gonna do
late,
a
but
one shot
Just Owl.
of Albert and Owl chasing and hunting down this atrocious ghost mouse that is in the estate one of these days.
Oh my god,
you mark
the
my
go-
words.
The ghost mice are going to be played by Ari and Cult,
hmm
and we're going to play
Owl and Albert.
Owl.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, we can do that familiar one shot.
I was kind of
Oh,
joking, but now
God.
I'm into it.
we got to think about how to put this together.
Yes. Chat suggestions are welcome.
Yeah, two
No.
versus two kind of a thing.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
So now that, yes, for sure, that's taken care of. Everybody
as
else.
we get to the specific wards. This square and the ward square, the Barrel Keep District, and the Emerald Citadel District, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I will see if I can locate in that location.
With the spell?
Yes.
What level is that spell, by the way? I didn't even look up. Uh-oh.
believe it's 4. Let me find it. Let me see. Or is it 3? Please be 3. Let me see something. Where are my spells? What am I doing with life?
What is life?
It is a 4th level spell.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have enough for all 3 districts that you're going to?
I have enough for all 3 districts.
Okay. Fair enough. So, where are we going to first?
Okay. So, who would you say would be the lesser? Like the
Lesser?
least important of these 3 folks. Oh, hey, there's the city.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about lesser, but as far as pathways are concerned, I mean, you could do one, then the other if you want.
That's usually how doing 3 things at one and then the other and then the other.
No, I mean in the direction.
Oh, in the direction.
You see how it's marked there? They all lead one into the other.
Okay. Okay, so Tarn, Beryl, and Emerald.
Mhm.
All right. So the Tarn ward is the merchant sort of area, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll give you guys some details so you know who you're dealing with as we investigate these places.
Certainly. Okay. So you guys are going to be kind of my entourage.
Hasn't that what it was always like in these situations?
But of course, darling.
Sure. If you want to do that voice, that's something you can do. It's
It's a
fun,
choice.
I guess. It's an interesting path to take. So the first person we're going to go talk to is Paris Mirageau.
Mm-hmm.
And is this does Colton know who this person is?
Well,
I'm assuming he hasn't met any of these people.
it's almost as if you want me to give you a little bit of a history about them.
History. Yeah.
So-
That's I have my histrionics here.
The head of the Mirajor household has been chief executive officer of the guild masters for Singorn for over 6 decades now. The open markets of the Tarn ward and even blacksmiths of Barrel Keep owe patronage to this household. Much more than being a simple landlord, the selection and placement of any trade that enters Singorn dictates not only the city's future and prospects, but sets the stage for where the rest of the world is believed to be led towards. This family's current youngest member is a young elven woman whose parents are eagerly searching for an arranged partner for her. Hopes are that they can find someone to bridge some of the gap between Singorn society and other powerful locals.
This is me writing notes.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, it seems
Oh.
like they want to.
Sorry, one more thing I can add are the members of the household. There are 3 people that live in this household. There's the father figure, which you know is Paris Mirajor. There is the mother figure, Emadia Mirajor. And the daughter, Envinyartar Mirajor.
You're
This is
Bless
gonna be
you.
awkward.
Yartor. That sounds like a cheese.
What, Envinyartar?
Yeah.
Really? It sounds
I-
like a cheese?
It's a very foreign cheese.
You dick.
Cheeses have interesting names. Emmental is a really beautiful name. That's a
It
cheese.
could be French.
Anyway.
Compliment.
Sure. I'm cheesy. I get it.
Wait, am I the only one who realized the daughter's name? Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. They're clueless. It's all good. I love it.
I'm like this
Yeah.
today.
Oh, I know. I know.
Everything.
Oh, this is
today.
this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Mira's like, that daughter's name rings a bell, but I can't quite place it right now.
Oh, it goes good with a really nice, like, cabernet.
I hate you so much.
Oh, that's where I heard the name. Gotcha.
Isn't
Little chorizo.
Yeah, I tried that in Amon once.
So, you head over to the estate grounds. Are we knocking, or are we scoping
as
the joint
we-
out?
We're kicking the door down,
Yeah.
drawing our swords.
Sorry, Negan.
as we enter the ward,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast locate person
Do it.
or creature.
Alright.
As we enter, so boop, I believe it posted it.
Okay. Perfect. Up to an hour. Oh, up to an hour. Yay. So you might not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 1,000 feet.
Yep. So,
So
as you release the magic into the city of Singorn beyond you, you feel a tether to your essence expand and sneak its way along the pathways out towards the very heart of the city. And it's at the very heart where this magical essence falters. Gone. Not gone, but it hasn't connected with anything.
but
Oh, I
yeah,
thought you meant it canceled the spell out.
Oh, no, because it lasts for an hour. So, like, as long as you're concentrating on it, it'll still be up until it, like, tags something, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Colt just like catches Nagheim's eye and just like, yes, no.
you'll actually see in the dodecahedron a golden flake just moving around sporadically, almost like a compass trying to find north.
Oh, very cool. All right. So Colt would probably do most things by the book. Like, what's the most appropriate way to approach delivering a personal invitation is how he would do it.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
Yay!
So, you knock on the door, it opens, and a woman in common garb for the house help kind of answers the door.
Yes, may I help you?
Good day to you, Mum. I'm here on behalf of the Cultivarius estate. My name is Darlene Archibald Cultivarius Esquire, and I would like to talk to your master, Paris Mirajor, or the lady of the house, Amadia Mirajor, if they are in.
May I ask what it is in regards to?
It's in regards to the Winter's Crest Ball that we will be throwing in 2 weeks' time.
Very well. The master and the mistress are out, but I can fetch their daughter if that suits you.
Oh, and Venyator?
Oh, cheese wheel! Is she about to...
Smells like feet.
I won't tell her you said that, but yes.
I didn't. That was a joke.
Please, enter.
And she will lead you into the lobby of the house.
All right.
Now, let me turn this. Man, I got to get the balance on this music right. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so stepping into the lobby of the Mirajor family home, you see lining the walls of this circular space numerous boxes, crates, rugs, and tapestries that are tied up, wafting smells of foreign fruits, bottles of every colored wine peeking out from straw-filled containers. The clutter and disarray alone draw your attention in every direction. The assorted smells in the air just add to the overall confusion. Beyond the chaos within the lobby proper, looking beyond the rooms to either side, you can see display cases of some of the finest selections from markets around the world. Glass display cases line the middle of the rooms beyond, and recognizable works of art are displayed along the outer walls. I don't know why, but I looked up and I thought for a second Rose had her foot up and was like cutting her toenails. I don't know why. You with the
It's
bird
not
thing, me with the toenails.
Choking imaginary birds.
It's a day, people. Last but not
We're
least,
just out here hallucinating.
yeah. Last but not least, one could assume that for every market item that comes into Singorn, the Mirajor family gets first pick of the lot. And before long, coming from the left side, you see a young elvish woman in a bluish-green dress that kind of hangs low across the shoulders, and a short kind of Aubrey Hepburn Roman holiday kind of hairdo. Very big eyes and a pleasant smile about her.
Yes, hello. Oh, hello. It's wonderful to see you all. How are you all?
And it's at
The
this
name
point,
rang a
yeah,
bell.
everybody make a history check, please.
Oh snap! I know who this is.
Durr.
The
Oh my god. A
That
lot.
that tracks. Yeah.
A lot.
This is ironic, because I remembered, but Viri rolled a 1.
Oh, this is fun.
30.
30.
I got a 9.
30.
God
dirty
bless
30.
the wizard.
Thank God.
All right. So all three of you, well, this tracks actually, because Viri, you're in the mindset of I'm hunting a fucking vampire, and Cult, you're scatterbrained a little bit because you're trying to think of what the fuck you're gonna say in this kind of situation to pull this off. Rose, you're just picking my toenails on stream and joking a bird over here.
No, Rose is focused on practicing her fancy schmancy pants accent in her head.
I love
You
that even
realize
more.
if you put on that accent, you're gonna have to keep it up until the ball's over.
Hey, that's not your problem.
That's her
And
problem.
Nagheim, thank God for you, because you just take a look over your shoulder and go, oh, and you explain exactly who that is to everybody else.
Unless they don't.
I'll assume that you did, if you want.
Is this not the chica that the old fart wants to marry?
That's one way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, and she's also the chica who hit on Rose
Yes.
at the Harvest Closed Ball.
That too.
Yeah.
There it is.
But I
But
thought
it's
it was
okay,
also
Rose. You're
important
coming
to-
up with accents. You're all good. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, it's wonderful to see you. How are you? I'm told this is regarding the Winter's Crest Ball. Is that correct?
Yes, I thought I would, give it a little bit more of a personal touch this year. Come deliver invitations myself. We enjoyed having you at the last,
Festivities.
When
It was
what?
The last festivities.
Yes, festivities.
Yes, I recall such festivities. They were very much fun. I enjoyed them more so than most. Yes.
Yes, yes. So we wanted to, see if your father and mother would be able to make it as well this year.
I believe so. I believe I met your brother not too long ago, and he gave us an invitation that day. Yes.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, I said I would take care of. Oh, Tens. He's so good at making sure to remember those things where I just forget. He must have just been making up for my past indiscretions. So sorry.
We all
But
have our
it's
faults.
lovely to visit.
I am so stoked that Cult was so smug and confident that yeah, I'm just gonna wing it when I get there, and then I was in there in my head going yeah, let's go, let's see how this works.
yeah. Colt's usually really good at this. Carly, however, is having a rough time. Give him anything to say for the whole game.
Well, can you tell him thank you very much? Your brother was kind enough to pick up the tab for lunch for all of us that day, so thank you so much.
Oh,
Please
he took you
send
for
on my thanks.
lunch.
Yes.
Where did you guys go?
Oh, we just went to, I believe it was Bistro on the Hill.
Bistro on the hill.
Yes.
Their duck l'orange is to die for.
Well, I wasn't the one who had the duck l'orange, unfortunately. That was the other. Oh, my lord, he's a neighbor, and I don't even know his name. Oh, The dwarven fellow. He does all the armory for the city.
Oh, is that Barafir Mithrin?
That's the one. Thank you.
Oh, he was there. You know what? We're actually on our way to see him next. I really hope Tens hasn't sent him an invitation. Who was all at this lunch?
Well, there was my father and myself. We arrived shortly, I believe, after the rest of them got together there. We were the last to arrive, but it was just by happenstance that we came upon them, and then they just invited us to dinner. It was Barafir. There was a new gentleman from Whitestone, Christos Desiree.
Oh, and he joined you for lunch.
I'm so not good with names. And then Lord Reese, of course, Arion Deer. He was there as well.
Okay, they
Yes.
are on my list. However, and Colt takes his little like moleskin pad that he usually holds with him, keeps with him. He's got his envelopes and the invitations, and he looks convincingly at it, and he goes, "Oh, see now, I've got addresses for Barafir and Reese, but I don't have it for Christos. Do you know where he's staying?"
I don't, unfortunately. I didn't inquire.
I will have to inquire with Barafir then.
Very well.
Well, I am very much looking forward to seeing you.
Now,
Uh,
before you go on with this conversation, I'll give you time to kind of think if you want. What is everybody else doing while Cult is talking up Miss Envinyartar, or Envy, if you're nasty?
I'm leaning towards Rose and going like, there are words that are coming out of the mouth, but I'm not understanding half of it during the whole conversation with the duck à l'orange.
Rose would be like, I don't know why you're paying attention to the word. Check out the ceiling. And then she discreetly points up.
Oh, do you think we could rig Colt up to
I
these
think we should
things
really.
like high?
I'm
Yeah,
sensing
like,
where this
see-
conversation is going, so I'm quickly going to turn to Nagheim and go, hey, what are you doing?
And we elaborate more about the pulley system.
Uh-huh.
I have levitate. Anyway.
Oh,
I
it's
thought
not-
you would have magic to do that. There
No,
we
but-
go. That's our way to getting that done.
Nagaham, it's because we're trying to think of ways that we can do things that can spare your magic. You can use magic for like,
Well, it's because Colt just really wants to stake a vampire, but, by throwing the stake, which is kind of hard to manage when the vampire's in the coffin, so we figured if we can kind of, get him, up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
We see where this is going, right? And we can...
I'm watching my spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the little dust go around and just trying to keep an eye on every corner of the room. Just casually looking around to see if I'm picking it. Potentially there is somebody watching.
Okay.
ooh, we should ask for a door.
I don't think we have time for that, Rose.
Oh,
So are you just perceiving or investigating?
I would not be moving around. Maybe soft paces are behind, but nothing that would
Okay.
draw attention.
All right.
Just trying to glance around to see.
So I'll say make a perception check in that case.
Okay. Come on, be dice. What is my perception? Okay. 18.
18? Okay. You do see a lot of the help are kind of moving around, shuffling things to and from. Some things are being unpacked and sorted. Some are exchanging coins and everything in some rooms. But yeah, it seems like basic run-of-the-mill for a household that deals in market wares. So,
Okay.
yeah. Now, I'm almost afraid to ask. But you two shenanigan havers there. Are you guys just taking your time to mill about, or are you investigating or anything?
Here's the thing. While we're trying to ponder the question of whether we could hang Colt to the ceiling or some shit, I would actually go around
looking
the room
around.
and
Yeah. We're looking for spots where we can anchor a pulley, so we're
yeah,
like
we would
obviously
actually be looking around. Yeah.
at the structure, and we're looking around.
Oh, bless both of you.
Like, is there a steady beam in here? What is the ceiling made
Or
out of?
perhaps any mysterious figures in black cloaks?
Wow.
Like, I don't know. There's statues. What is the ceiling color? Ooh, they're gold stars.
Okay, I'll stop you there.
I can keep going.
No, because none of that tells me you're doing an investigation check. So, Cult, you're finishing up the conversation here.
I was also very interested. I see that you have a lot of wine delivered. We're looking to change up the flavor this year. Do you guys have like a list of things that you're getting brought in? Perhaps we could do a business deal. You know, you can supply the wine to the party, and I will make sure to advertise who we got it from.
Ah, well, no advertisement is necessary, but I can double check to see what we will be in supply with. That way you won't be short-sighted or anything.
It would make us look very good if we got it directly from your house.
Oh, we're not merchants. We just organize the rest of the merchants throughout the city. If you give me a moment, I can see what we have in stock and where it will be shipped to. You can deal with the merchants then and possibly get some advertisements.
I completely
Scenarios.
understand.
Yes. Okay, I'll get the ledger and I'll be right back. All right.
Excellent, thank you. And as soon as she leaves the room, Colt is going to investigate.
Oh my god, let's see it.
He's looking for anything with like names on it, basically anything related to Christos or Whitestone, like if they've gotten a delivery from Whitestone, etc., etc.
Okay.
They're doing business with him. I guess I have to investigate it now. Investigate. A 16.
16. All right. Well, you don't notice any ledgers or anything like that, or any labels or anything on any of the boxes that are incoming, unfortunately. Whether they have them or not like that, I don't think anything would be like on the boxes themselves. There would be some sort of ledger, but it's not just hanging around all the crates and everything like that. But with the 16, one thing you do notice is that there's a musky smell within the lobby. And for such a house of high reputation as this, it's strange to overlook that.
Okay. He goes in the earring and he's like, do you guys smell that in the lobby? If you guys want to keep milling about doing what you're doing, I'll try to get it to talk longer if you can find the cause of that smell.
Veery would sniff the air after
Yeah,
hearing
he's
that.
alerting them.
Is she noticing anything?
Well, once he mentions it, you do smell that there's something funky in the air. I mean, you've only been to, like, technically one estate that I can remember, so you don't remember it being a foul or odor at a cult's place. So that is kind of weird. And you kind of think, like, yeah, rich, fancy people, they don't really like to smell bad.
Yeah, especially where they receive guests. Yeah, we'll look into it.
Excellent. I will try to keep it talking.
All right.
We will investigate.
All right, let's see it.
Okay.
I would turn from looking to see if people are around to trying to see if there's any like locked doors or anything trying to conceal a door.
Nothing to conceal a door. I mean, most of these places have like stairwells that go up to the second levels, but there's nothing closed off there. In fact, I mean, everything seems very open, if only to have extra storage space for all the things that are coming and going from this place. You do your thing? Yep, I saw it on your
20.
face. Oh! For what? What are we doing?
Investigation.
Okay, thank you for a total
25.
of...
25.
Okay. So, Rose got a 21, you got a 25, and Veery, what'd you get?
16.
16. All right. So, Veery, you are noticing the smell, and it seems to get a little more hefty whenever you get close to the boxes. Rose, however, and Nagheim, because you're smelling it too and you're getting a little heavier scent than Rose, maybe it's because of your elven heritage, but with Rose's help, You find that the smell is coming from behind some of the crates. And Rose is strong enough to just shuffle them over a bit so Nagheim, you can peer down. And looking between these crates, you see there's a dead rat.
Are there any specific bite marks on it?
Do you want to pick up the rat?
I'll just have Albert go down and start inspecting it with my own sense.
Gotcha.
My own eyes, though.
Albert gets down next to it, picks it up in his beak, and
He's eating the evidence.
no, I'm just being a dick. So looking on inspection, excuse me, you don't notice any wounds or anything like that. So you're not exactly sure what would be the cause of death for this creature, other than it being dead and odorific.
Well, that is pleasant.
What is it?
A dead rat.
That's weird. Usually I would assume they would be on the lookout for rats in a fancy estate.
Still not terribly suspicious, however.
It's about that time that from around the corner.
Ah, yes, here we go. So these are the vineyards that we have been supplied from.
Oh, lovely.
So they will be going, most of the higher priced items will be going to the Emerald Citadel to be dispersed among them, but everything from this category down, I think, should be going directly to the markets, if that helps.
Oh, that's marvelous. Oh, I see you have Imanish Ryoka.
Oh, did we order more of that?
Oh, yes, it looks like it.
Word to the wise, if you do order any of that, make sure to send it out first, because it tends to go sour quite quickly, even though it's been packaged properly.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate all your help. And I'm looking to see you in all your finery.
You as well. I can't wait to see your outfits. It should be wonderful.
Oh, I went to the Oracle's coronet this year.
Did you?
Yes. Oh, I can't recommend it enough if you've got a little extra to spend.
Oh, I'm sure I
Worth
could twist father's
every-
arm.
Worth every farthing.
Wonder-
Farthing? That's not it.
Whatever the fuck a farthing is.
Shillings. Psh, I don't care anything.
Through
Yeah.
the earring, I say, Colt, ask her if she's got any nice bloody reds. See how she reacts.
You know what I think you would look absolutely striking in is blood red gown.
Oh. Well, I guess it does go with the season. That's a particular color. Sort of the cranberry. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Is that in fashion now? Am I late to the fashion party, as it were?
Oh, you know what? Oh, just the way I dress is generally what Tens tells me to wear, so don't take my word for it. I just think you would go with your coloring.
Oh.
And you do see that she kind of blushes a blood red color in her cheeks.
I meant wine, but fine.
Whatever works. She's just gonna come into the whole Winter's Crest ball, just like Carrie.
Viria comes up with a notepad that says, "No, I meant this, idiot."
From behind her, she's like holding a sign. Just...
All right. So I'll say you try and do the small talk to make your exit. But yes.
All right. And we exit, and it's like, so we just the rat then?
From what we noticed, yes, and I have not picked anything up myself.
It could have been just part of the delivery. You saw that foyer. It was cluttered as all get out.
Do you think maybe we should have let her know she had a dead rat on her floor?
Let the help worry about that. It should be fine.
Okay, I don't know. It'd be the courteous thing to do, but whatever.
Yeah, but we don't want them to know we were poking around.
Nor do we want to embarrass them. It's if you want to embarrass someone, you have to kind of make it pointed and a little bit more subtle. But I like her. I think she's nice. I don't really am not getting that vibe off of them.
We wouldn't be aiming to embarrass her. Just telling her.
Oh,
that
if you
she's
came
looking
to
right-
if you came to our estate and said you found a dead rat, it would mortify my mother.
Okay, then again, I'm not, an elf. I don't know. So.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Only half.
But whatever
only
you
half elf.
say.
On to the next then.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Colt's also going to fill them in on if they weren't listening to the discussion about lunch that Tens and Barafir and Christos and Reese were all at.
Mm-hmm.
Colt's gonna let them know, and it's like lunch. He was out during the day.
So
Is that a
he
thing? Do we recall?
So he is in Singorn right now.
He's theoretically in Singorn.
Well, that limits our.
If he went out during the day, it could have been.
I'm gonna meta for a quick second.
Yeah, I think we. Go ahead.
You didn't remember wrong. I just realized I rode lunch. I'm like, he wouldn't be out in the fucking day. He's a vampire.
I mean, it could have been a rainy, like cloudy day.
No, I don't want you guys going down a real fucked up road and like freaking out over nothing. No, it would have been dinner. Okay.
Okay, because
I'm
you
gonna
did
spare
say
you guys
lunch, and then you said dinner, and I'm
Did
like,
I?
wait, they had another meal? So I wasn't quite sure. But okay, good thing I
Yeah,
touched
in my
on that.
writing, because like when I write these
There
things,
we
I just
go.
talk, right? And then it just dictates for me. And then I do some editing. So I didn't put two and two together. Like, how would he bet? No, dinner. From
Fair
this point
enough.
forward, it did like, yeah, shut up. Okay.
I just figured it would have been a cloudy day or something.
Oh, he had an
So
umbrella.
at least we've got
Ella.
A.
no.
Thank you for coming along with me on my dumb joke. I love it. That made me feel better. All right.
At least we've got a good line of questioning as I'm trying to deliver an invitation, and we can find out where he might be. So the next will be to Barafir. No?
That's in Barrel Keep.
Barrel Keep.
Mhm.
Okay. So Barafir, as Envinyata said, did all the armory and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
Work.
that clues you into this little bit.
Hey.
So, with this family, long has it been whispered that the family name of Mythben gave title to one of the most sought-after elements in the world, Mithril. Their lineage dating back over a millennia could give credence to this rumor. Whether it is true or not, the fact still remains that in Dwarven and Elvish society, the Mythben household has long been associated with mining and production of Mithril for much of Exandria. And there are two known residents currently in House Mythben, which is, as you know, Barafir Mythben and his daughter, Gemilda Mythben.
Oh, I love that name. All right. Barafir, Mythben, and daughter Gemilda.
Now,
And that's where we're going,
Yeah.
guys.
so I'll get you
Cool.
guys to do two things. Number one, I'll say that the locate creature spell is still up and running. Yes, you're in another district. And as you kind of focus on its pull, where it's taking you, where it's leading, still nothing. So keep hanging in there. You should be okay for an hour to get around the city and like check these places out. Assuming that we are taking a carriage to go to these different districts, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Thank God, because then it would have cost you spell slots. Good looking out for your wizard.
I was prepared to lose them all.
Well, I'd rather you didn't. All right. So, with that though, as you're going from one district to the other, everyone please make a perception check.
Oh, perceptions.
I'm gonna use my bee.
Yeah. Oh no,
It's a
that's Rose.
22.
Of course, it's Rose.
You're like, yeah, I did good. Oh, it's not me.
10 plus 7. 17.
Nice. And
7.
7. All right.
Math is hard.
It's hard. So, this tracks though, because Viri is kind of warming up to the whole idea of like, yeah, we're totally gonna Mission Impossible this shit. This is awesome. Cult is now considering, okay, that was a trial run. I got this. I can warm up to this person. I got my bearings now. Nagheim and Rose, as you're passing through one district to the other, trying to find some clue, some direction to investigate as to the whereabouts of Christos Desero, you seem to come up short. But your search is not without some discoveries as you go along. There is a darkening to the city. Not just in a lack of light, but in its people, its surroundings. This is a city of near immortal elves, everlasting groves, and purest of waters. Yet a lot of the people here look tired, downtrodden, and sick. The trees that have never known anything less than a full bloom, regardless of the weather, have a ring of discolored leaves surrounding their aged trunks. Flowers of every color that line the private and public gardens have faded and hang their heads low even as the sun shines above. And even the still waters of Lake Windless has a creeping fog lurking around the water's edge, with translucent tendrils pulling themselves closer to the very heart of the lake. But before you all know it, you are standing outside Mithrin... What was his name? Shit. Mithbin Estate. What would you like to do?
Viria, how
Yeah.
much do you know about metals and sword making? Are you quite familiar?
No, not much. This is a dwarf, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, he would reiterate like what Jason had told us.
Well-
Colt would tell the group what he would know about this family.
no, I don't know anything about metal or swordsmithing. Back home, we would deal a lot with the dwarves of Craghammer, however, so I do know a bit of Dwarven, but it's pretty much it.
All right, if I don't seem to be doing well, by all means, step in.
I can try.
Yeah, like just sometimes, folks who deal in swordsmanship and swords, maybe you can look impressed by something you might see on the wall, ask them about it. If we need a bit of a distraction, so we can go take a look around.
Sure. Yeah, I can do
'Cause
that.
I know enough to know when something's balanced, but not so much. I don't look as intimidating as you do.
Thanks.
People tend to want to impress you.
Oh,
Did you
Okay.
not realize that we all kind of want to impress you to a certain degree?
no, not really.
Well, we do. Let's go in.
I figured you were just all, a bunch of kiss asses. I'm kidding.
Way to send the insult and then abandon it right away. You all suck. I'm kidding.
Is she though?
No. But is she? No. But is she? No. Okay.
So, and when you knock on this door, it is a thum, 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 because they are very, very large doors. And in stark contrast,
Would you say they have big knockers?
well, you got one out of this. There you go. As the door opens, you see a dwarven male standing there. Yes, how can I help you?
Good day, sir. I am Darlene Archibald, Cultivarius Esquire, and I am here to deliver personally an invitation to our Winter's Grass Ball. To your master.
Ah, that makes more sense. All right.
The master is a bit busy right now. I'll see if I can fetch him. Come on in. Just make yourselves. Don't touch anything. Just, I'll be right back.
And he leads you into the lobby area. Now, stepping into...
admiring the craftsmanship.
Not yet, not yet. Wrong person.
If Viri goes to like touch something, it's like, ah! And then he, in Dwarvish, got food, however they talk. Now, stepping...
It's with the Scottish accent.
Yes, exactly. Stepping into the lobby of the Mirajor family home, you see lining the walls of this circular space numerous... Shit, that's the wrong one. I'm so sorry. Stepping into the lobby of the Mythbend household. There it is. The architecture is striking not only for its design, but the overwhelming contrast to most of Singorn. While Elvish society leans towards a more flowing and almost nature-based style, within this dwarvish home are sharp edges, forged metals of every kind of armor and weapons. They're all on display as one would with any masterpiece collection. Every inch of stone and steel is polished to perfection. As all of Singorn honors nature and the natural world, this household, the art and heritage of dwarven crafting, is revered. And before long, coming down the grand staircase in the far back, you see a gruff, grizzled dwarf with too many braids in his beard that comes past his belt to count.
Who do we have here?
Oh, Dolly-ho, hello.
State your business.
I'm Darling Archibald Cultivarius Esquire
Aye.
of the House Cultivarius, and
I know your father! And the
You
wee
do!
one! Oh, his, what's her name? Your sister! Oh, fuck me, I don't remember her name.
lovely Eleanor.
That's the one! Ha! I fitted her with her first set of armor, that one.
Colt visibly gets a little uncomfortable at the mention of Nell.
What can I do for you?
Yes, we were hoping to personally invite you to our Winter's Crest ball this year.
Oh, did you now?
Yes, that's
Oh, look
why
at that, it's a twofer. I got one from your brother and now one from you. I've got a matching set.
Now, Tens did this. Oh, he's so good. He's right on top of it. I said I was going to do it, and he swept in before me and had the chance. Seeing as I'm the older brother, it falls upon me sometimes to do these things. And of course, I've always wanted to see the estate. And he just kind of like blithers a little.
Know?
Yes.
I wouldn't have expected someone as wayfish as yourself to want some armor or something.
He does that thing where he crosses his arms and like pushes out his biceps and he goes, "Wayfish? I'm more of a fencer."
It's all right, buddy. Here, come this way. Let me show you. Over here, we've got the platinum and we've got the mithril and the blah, 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 blah.
And he's gonna earring and goes, "Have a quick look around."
Well,
He called you wayfish.
Oh,
that's a word I've never used.
It's perfect.
Amazing. All right. So, the three of you, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have a look around under the guise of, and being interested by the stuff that's actually on display. And
Okay.
I'm also looking around, interested by the stuff on this, but all
Oh, you're cutting out, girl.
Oh, sorry. I'm still looking around, but also looking, still pondering the whole pulley system thing.
Yeah.
I think we got most of that.
I love how and it's no fault of your own, Fred, but I love how it cuts out and then we let you know and then you come in. But we did understand most of that. We did.
Rose will look around at the stuff on display, and then she will also ponder at the ceiling, wondering about her
The
pulley
police
system idea.
I got it. Yeah. Lovely.
Oh dear.
Nagheim?
Just looking around to see if anyone seems to be watching.
Gotcha. So I'll say you're on perception duty and the other two are on investigation duty.
you said duty.
I did. Twice. So that's a number 2 duty. My jokes are not great, guys. They're just, I'm
I
struggling.
just like launched my d20.
That's an 11.
An 11?
17 for me.
17. And Rose? Investigation?
Investigation for the police system. It's going to be a 17 for the police.
Okay.
For the police?
So I will say, one thing that you do notice, Nagheim, is that even though this is supposed to be an estate, you recall that in Cult's home, there was a great big fireplace, large enough, like 5 people side by side and just as tall could stand in this fireplace. It was so ginormous. Entire trees would be like the logs put on the fire in that fireplace. Here, it has been replaced with a large kiln. And you can hear in the background many people working away, creating things. And it's not even things that they're going to be selling in wares or in stores or anything like that necessarily. It may just be projects of their own. Things made of steel that are almost works of art before they're any art of war instrument. But aside from that, you see the typical help walking around and taking care of the rest of the home, sorting things, dusting here and there. But yeah, that's about it. For the investigators with 17s, the only thing you notice was Barafir before he left, as he was pointing and dictating things throughout the house to Cult. You notice that his hands were dirty, especially under the nails. And after a few moments' time, Cult will return, but not before Viria has something to say.
Well, through the earrings, I'll just go, did anyone notice his hands?
What about them?
I'm looking right now.
Okay.
They're... I don't know, he do...
He doo-doo.
Sorry, I said do-do.
Who's saying boo now?
I'm trying to think. Just to freshen my memory, is he considered like a nobleman?
He is considered, I don't know if this is the right term, guys, but a master smith of Syngorn.
Okay. So I'll just say, well, his hands were dirty under the fingernails. Like he's done some dirty work recently and just hastily cleaned them.
Did he hastily clean them, or was he crafting?
I mean, it's possible, but usually after, I don't know, after a day of work, you would more thoroughly clean your hands. No? Or am I just being paranoid?
Cult?
Am I still talking with him?
You're talking with him, but you are hearing this.
Yeah. Cause like, oh, this work is absolutely incredible. Do you do some of this yourself?
Aye, most of the engravings in the floor and the walls there, I've pretty much taken away with all the frou-frou kind of elvish work there. No offense.
None taken.
All right.
I come from both worlds.
Fantastic. All right. And so you can see much of the inlays and everything like that. That one's mithril, that one's platinum, that's bronze, copper, silver.
And he goes on and on about like talking about the metals and how he forged them from like when he was a wee lad and blah, blah, blah. So it's just a lot of metal masturbation, so to speak. So.
You know, and you just want to go to bed and you just crank up the Metallica.
You know. You don't?
As one should. As one should.
Oh, dear me.
I was going to make a joke. No. No.
Colt will sneak in, talk about the dinner that they had with his brother and all the rest. Now, there's one person on my list I don't have an address for, but I do have an invitation for Christos Devereaux
Hi.
of Whitestone. Did you get to meet him? I haven't met him yet.
I did. Lord Arion there, he introduced me to the lad. I arrived there shortly after we were supposed to have lunch. Or, sorry, dinner. Fuck me. And when I came around, he was sitting there, and so I introduced myself. He seemed like a nice enough man. Comes from Whitestone.
Hey.
There. Hi. Yes, the Lord introduced me to him, seeing that with Whitestone being a high commodity, he thought myself, of all people, the blacksmith of this town, I'd have an interest, so we'd want to make negotiations, as it were.
My Scottish is failing real quick, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's really nice, actually. It's very comforting to listen to.
I think shortly after that, there were a couple. Oh, Paris! Paris and his wee daughter there, Envy. They joined us afterwards. And then your brother! That's right! As far as I remember, he paid for the whole damn thing.
Oh, he does do that. He's lovely that way. I was interested. You talked about working with Whitestone. We were thinking of redoing the staircases in our estate in Whitestone. So I'd be interested. Do you have contact information with for Christos Devereaux?
I don't, but if I remember correctly, I believe your brother invited him to the festivities later in the month there. So you may run into him. If I remember, I can introduce you to him.
Yes, absolutely. I was hoping to, if he's invited him. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Think nothing of it.
And he gives you a big whap on the back.
Ooh. He topples over.
Yeah.
Excellent. All my best to your daughter, Gamilda, as well.
Oh, thank you much. She's looking forward to this, looking for a wee lass of her own.
Oh, excellent. Actually, you know what? I heard that Envenyata is still single, hasn't been married off yet.
Hey.
That would be very nice joining of families, if I may say so myself. The merchants plus the mortar, as it were.
I see a matchmaker being in your future, lad, eh?
And he gives you a little chuck in the arm.
Well, I do read a lot of Jane Austen.
Who the fuck is Jane Austen?
I don't know. Bye!
Yeah. Now, before you guys leave, is anyone doing anything else before you head out?
I'm still taking a look around, but trying to do it as subtly as I can.
Anybody else? No?
I'm mostly relying on my spell, following the gold flake to see if it starts getting still at any point, focusing.
Cool. All right. So, with that, you guys head out back into Singorn proper. Where to now?
All right. I feel like I've got a better grip on what to ask. Who's our last one? Lord Reese Ariandor, because apparently Reese introduced Barifa to Christos. Christos is offering negotiations for Whitestone. We can just say that we are going to have the staircase redone in Whitestone, and I need to get a hold of him before Winter's Crest, because apparently everyone's got an invitation. That subterfuge isn't really working for me. Did you guys notice anything odd about the household at all, or was it all copacetic?
Except for his hands, but
he did say that he did do a lot of the engraving himself, so I think he does get in there and work hard.
Wait, but recently, or?
Oh, it didn't really focus on whether he said recently or not.
Well, I mean, the place didn't look like it was under construction, so I would assume it's been a while. It's been a while.
I mean,
when I looked at his hands, did it look like soot or did it look like dirt, like earth?
Make a history check.
I
And did it look
history
fresh?
check.
Am I doing the right one? Would that count as a history, or is there something better I should be doing?
Well, I go for history when it comes to recalling information.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, I have a +6 to it, so.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, Timora, blessed be. I pray to you to give me a better chance for history.
You're using luck?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
worth it.
22, baby.
It looked like dirt.
Oh, it looked like Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and he tells the rest of the party. So
I would
Earth,
keep an eye on him.
yes, on Mitz.
You know, maybe he's been digging up corpses.
Well, what do the
whose
rules say?
heads we.
Yes, we don't know where those heads came from.
Nope, we don't.
Oh. Or he was helping put dirt in a coffin for someone to sleep in, perhaps?
Wait, do vampires bury their coffins when they sleep in them, or
No,
Or
but
maybe
they have
he's
to
really
have
into gardening.
they have to have a certain amount of their home soil to sleep on.
Oh.
Is that right? Is that what we learned in game, or am I
Yeah.
metagaming vampires again? Okay, good.
So
'Cause
the idea, it's kind of
the
like you
hardest
guys
thing
remember.
to disassociate.
Yeah, you guys remember in the movie, if you saw it, Dracula, Gary Oldman, when he's being shipped around.
D&D.
She's right. I won't go on. Continue.
You
Won't
guys
play
been
that way. I'll
sassing
play
each other all
that way.
All right, I just think it's weird for the head of the
You mean
blacksmiths. I don't know his exact title.
Neither did you.
Title. Title.
I mean,
But
Is there a
Yeah.
specific title for that kind of gig? I don't know it off the top of my head.
a master craftsman?
Okay, good enough.
But if he is actively crafting with ores that come from the earth, he most likely would have dirt on them. And
but he's not the one mining for the ores.
I'm
the-
sure
this-
all of his stuff does not come pristinely clean.
Wouldn't it?
Well, there's no mines in Singorn as far as I know. Unless there's a teleportation circle to a mine. But good thing to note. I think we're doing a brilliant job. I support you and all your thoughts and decisions. Like a democracy.
Okay. Thanks.
You idiot.
What the fuck is he saying?
Yeah. His mouth just opens and words just pour out meaninglessly. Lord Reese Arian Doors.
All right, last
Nice.
one.
All right, so cutting across Barrel Keep into the Emerald Citadel, you notice one thing. There's an alarming amount of security in this district, being that of the royal family's district. Now, as Cult talks to you guys heading down, the details are brief. The Ariondar... Ariondar... Yeah, I'm saying it right, okay. Stupid elf names. Ariondar, head of family, is a Viscount in the Singorn royal hierarchy. He oversees the laws that govern Singorn, while also dealing with foreign dignitaries when there is need for legal representation. And in this household, there's typically 3 members. There is Lord Reese Arionder, there's the lady Lura Arionder, and their son, young master Folin Arionder.
No.
Just first names? Do you want those?
I just could not figure out how to spell Folin.
F-O-L-E-N.
Oh. There we go.
I am not going to fault you for any spelling. This is all fantasy stuff. It's A-okay.
Alright.
I had to reteach my
he-
phone how to like auto-correct to Nagheim recently, so that was a challenge.
So he would be legal representation for foreign dignitaries, is what you said?
Pretty much. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, this is the hoitiest of toitiest.
Bless you.
So, yeah. Everybody be on very good behavior. Spoke when spoken to. But if you can, I will distract best I can. We can have a good sniff around. This is sort of our last chance. I think there's a connection here.
That's kind of what we've been doing this entire time.
I know, I'm
Rose
just like
tracing them.
reiterating. All right.
All right. So, you all head up to the estate. And... Three knocks on the door. This time it takes a little longer for someone to come to the door. But when they do...
Yes, may I help you?
Yes, hello. I am a representative from the House Cultivarius. Are the Lord and Lady in?
Am I to know you? Do we have business today?
Well, I certainly hope we can arrange it. I am Darlene Archibald Cultivarius Esquire.
Ah, I believe I know your father.
Mm-hmm.
How
Most
is he
do.
these days?
Oh, he's fine.
Well then, come in if you must.
And he leaves the door open and walks back into the lobby. As you all enter this space, the most striking feature as you enter is a three-part waterfall that cascades down from the skylight above to the floor you stand on. As the water flows like a sheet of glass, it falls into perfectly cut lines within the marble floor and follows a thin pathway along the borders, the elvish designs within the stone. Even along the railings of the twin stairways that lead up to the floors above, there are trails of water that run along engraved segments of the walls behind them. The colors within this room highlight those of the pure blue waters of Lake Windmass.
Well then, what is the business about?
It is about, first off, Winter's Crest Ball.
Yes.
I have brought an official invitation.
Oh.
As well as I wish to talk to the Lord Reese Ariandor about business connection.
Forgive me, we have never met before, so I will forgive that oversight. You are speaking to the Lord Reese.
Did he answer the door?
Yup.
He answered his own door?
Yup.
What kind of lord is this? Oh my goodness me. Well, I pray forgiveness as I am unused to this unorthodox method of door answering. My
Make a perception check.
apologies. Shit. I was really
Or sorry,
expecting
an
to have
insight check. Sorry, an insight check. That would be better.
to... Insight check.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Natural 20?
20.
Okay, there's two things. Number one, he looks miffed that
Yeah,
you are taking just a slight tone with him right now. With that whole, I didn't expect you to answer the door. So, so just a little miffed. But,
Yeah.
but, underneath that, there's something that, while there's a difference between being a little pissed off about something and something that hit home a little too much. That's all I'll say.
Yes, really, all due respect, I was talking with my brother, beloved Tennyson. As you may know,
I recall.
we recently shared a meal with him,
Yes.
and I just wanted to, I know you were invited to the Winter's Crest, and I've just brought the official invitation, as one does. in person, because I feel that as we are the younger generation of the cultivariuses, that it's good to get to know some of the families around Singorn, as it were.
I can respect that. Elvish households, or half Elvish households, should know one another.
Indeed. And as seeing as I am lord and master of my own house now, that I should introduce myself officially, as it were. How are you?
How you doing?
How's being a noble? Do you like it? Is it good? Answering your own door. Wow, I thought you were old money. Apparently not. He doesn't say any of that.
Forgive me, but is there any other business we have to deal with?
Yes, I have pulled the wool over your eyes a little bit. I also heard that you have dealings with one of the representatives of Whitestone, and we are interested in sprucing up the abode. We are hoping to make a business connection with Christos Devereaux.
Christos Desero, I believe.
Desero, of course.
Yes, I believe you would be well to do to speak with Barafir Mithben. He was the one who introduced us in the first place, so you would know him more than I would.
Oh, that's interesting, because he said that you introduced him to Christos.
Oh, you've spoken with him?
Yes.
No, that's mistaken. You must have misheard.
Insight.
Go for it. Insight check.
A vicious insight.
Hope you get a natural 20 again. You did, motherfucker!
You fucking put it out in the world, bitch. It happened.
Oh, I'm proud of you. That's amazing.
Oh, and Ari agreed. I have the lowest charisma out of all of us. It was my dubstep.
Oh, that's true. It was. I have no idea why. Well, see, this is how we played it out, though, because Ari is not necessarily the one who's going to persuade someone. She's just going to intimidate the fuck out of them to get her away. That makes way more sense. Anyway, so
Backup plan.
with that insight check, he recalls it differently. Yeah.
So he believes that he believes in what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mind control. Question mark.
Shit, I gotta write down. Okay, I can do mind control. I'm gonna fuck with you guys. No.
Well, I am remembering this correctly. Barafir said that Reese introduced them.
Yes.
And Reese said that Barafir introduced them.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Unusual. Well...
I mean, if you are going to talk architecture, who better than the blacksmith? Master craftsman.
It's very true. I was just hoping to get an order in from Whitestone sooner than later. You wouldn't happen to have any contact information for Desero?
Not as such, no. But I believe your brother made an appearance over our dinner and sent him an invitation as well. So there's high probability that he will make an appearance at the Winter's Crest Ball. You can speak with him then if need be.
Excellent. Well, I thank you so much for your time. Again, my sincerest apologies.
Before anything else, 1, 2, 3. Is anybody doing anything while this conversation is happening?
Yeah, having a little look around, but, you know, not trying to make it too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, but very like standing straight and still, and person is very intimidating.
Also, through the earring, would I be able to hear this conversation going on?
Well, you're all in the lobby,
Yeah.
so you would hear everything. Yeah.
Yeah, through the earring, I'll go like, I feel like Tens would have probably mentioned meeting Desero, so
He did.
any chance that Oh, never mind. Okay.
That's how you got these leads. It's because, yeah. It's all good. Hey.
I thought he like wrote to him for some reason. I don't.
It's all good. Hey, you remembered Envinyartar when nobody else did, so stay frosty. All right. Nagheim,
So
were you
good
doing
one.
anything?
Just looking around to see if there's any people suspiciously watching.
Okay, make a perception check. Rose, make an intimidation check. And Viria, I'm sorry, what were you doing? You were just kind of trying to...
Looking around if I notice anything unusual.
Okay, do you want to do perception or an investigation?
I got +1 to perception, you know. Might as well take the chances I can get.
Sure.
I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm just standing straight like a normal person would.
I'm sorry, I heard you say intimidate, so I just went with it.
No. And then not intimidating at all.
Okay.
11.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Don't
Alright.
want to intimidate this guy.
No worries. I applaud that. All right. So, sorry, Nagheim, you got 11?
Yeah, again.
Okay. So, Viria, with your perception, you notice that as you're just kind of milling about, where Cult and the Lord Reese are standing opposite a circular kind of table in the lobby, you're on the opposite end and you're just kind of mulling around, looking around. Just casual observation. It's the thinnest layer of dust across the table. And with Nagheim's 11 perception, make an intelligence check real quick, Nagheim, just to see if this would be the path you would go down.
11.
Oh, okay. Shit, that doesn't help anything. I'll say this. It's quiet. That's about it.
Gotcha.
Aside from like the roaring waterfall in the background, you know, it's
All right. Well, Colt feels pretty unfortunate about this this meeting, so he'll probably he won't draw it out too long. I bid you adieu. Back away.
Right. I suppose we will see each other again at the Winter's Crest Ball.
I'm looking very forward to not sticking my foot in my mouth this time.
We've all been there. No worries.
Indeed. Good day.
And as he moves, he doesn't really acknowledge the rest of the party in that kind of dickish upper echelon kind of way. Before you guys take your leave, anything else you guys want to do?
Colt's gonna have one look around as he is a little suspicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you...
It's not.
Are you talking like investigation
particular-
or
not
perception?
investigation? Perception. He wants to get a whole picture. He's not looking for anything specific.
Okay. Nagheim?
It's only an 11.
Yeah.
11.
Nothing much to add to that.
Okay, thanks.
But once again, as you guys leave the house, or the estate, I should say, or the palace by this standard, you're keeping your eye on that little flake of gold in there. Nothing. And it is about that time the flake just settles. And I'll get you to make one last intelligence check, please.
Oh, come on, guys. Ooh. That's an 18 plus 5. That is 23? Is that math?
Mhm.
Math.
So, a sigh escapes your lungs somewhere between frustration and disgust. You recall that at the center of the city, is a wide body
Yeah.
of water that flows down multiple paths, dividing the city's districts with running water. And that one of the few disadvantages to this spell is any source of running water between you and the person you're trying to locate. And while the answer didn't come immediately to you upon this first use of the spell, at least you can try again in hopes of at least singling out which district he might be in the future. And with that, you are all in the city of Singorn, a little wiser than you were before. But where do you all go from here? Hey, break number 2.
Go to the toilet.
I need
All right.
more breaks now that I'm older.
No, it's all cool. It's all cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm filled up with half a liter of water, so it's due. All right, so ladies and
Cool.
gentlemen, please hang tight. We're gonna take a quick little bathroom break, and you get to see some fancy art in the meantime. So it's win-win. Hey, we'll be back in a little bit. See ya.
Bye.
Hello, thank you for letting us pee.
Yum yum yum.
That's so nice.
Yum.
of you
Did
guys.
someone say yum yum yum?
Oh, we know
know-
what Fred's into now.
And I thought my condom
We don't
eating
kink shame.
comment was bad.
I thought we didn't king shame.
No, we're not. We're just.
I kink shame. 100%.
I'm just kidding. I also king shame.
And so,
Always kink shame.
That's specific.
the oddities are standing in the city of Singorn. It is about.
As we,
just happened?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know what happened either. Fred exploded.
Yep.
We'll let her come back
right.
down to earth, and then she can tell us what the fuck that was. Nagheim.
as we are leaving the palace,
Yes.
with that sigh and being like, God damn it. Everyone's like, everyone.
Char
will just
comes down.
see,
She's like, "Don't take my name in vain."
I would bitch slap her at this point. The dodecahedron will glow slightly, and that flake will start moving around again.
Okay. Oh, the same spell?
The exact same spell.
Okay. Oh. Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, it's all I got going for me with this thing, so I'm gonna try to keep doing it.
No
I
worries.
got
Ari's just killing a bird, and Fred's dying in the process.
3 more spell slots I can go through.
Okay.
All right, let's compile knowledge here. Did anyone notice?
Real quick, is anyone walking and talking, or are you sticking around the palace to do this?
Probably a light, a stroll to our carriage.
Okay.
Did anyone notice that Lord Reese Ariandor answered his own door? Now, where I'm from, that's just not done.
Also had absolutely no servants to be seen.
Sorry. I'll stop. Sorry.
No, it's funny. It's funny.
Well, so they were contradicting each other, correct?
Yes, they were.
Sorry. I don't know why I find that funny for some reason, but it is.
I mean, you do find that getting three zombified heads in the mail.
I'm
flattering.
sorry, there were 4.
And that
Oh,
was
there were
flattering
4.
by anybody's standards.
Yeah.
You're the weird one, Colt.
Maybe they
I-
received some too.
Wait, is this spell? 1 second. I wanna check something real quick.
Well, okay, so the last 2 were contradicting each other, and the dwarf had dirty hands, which I still find weird, even though no one else thinks this is weird. I think we should look into that guy first.
Quickly, when we're leaving, instead of me casting the locate creature right
yeah.
away, can I quickly use my drow magic to do detect magic quickly?
Oh, sure. What are
It's
just in general, or
It's it would be as we were leaving.
okay?
I would see if I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, and I can see the type of aura
Okay.
of it. It would be just quickly as we were leaving.
Well, you definitely see it on all of you, because each and every one of you have magical items and such. You do see it on Lord Reese.
Like, what type of magic?
Oh, protection ward.
Okay.
He's upper echelon, so like he'd have like some beefy stuff. So that's, I'd say it draws your eye, but the more you kind of consider it and his position, it does make sense. There's nothing like, would it tell you the type of magic?
Yes.
Okay, so nothing that gives you like a weird vibe, like it's not like necrotic or anything like that, or it's not warding, you know, acid burns or any shit like that. It's just general like protective kind of stuff, mind protection, blah blah blah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I would do that.
Well, you know what?
Okay, great.
I say that. You know what? I'll say, can we say that Nagheim at least did that and then informed the group of that stuff? Just in case, like, something clicks and, you know, you piece things together, or you at least put that into the mix with all the findings. You know what I mean? There you go.
So what you're saying is that he's theoretically protected against mind control. He's a full elf. They tend to not get mind controlled very easily, naturally. So I think I have to agree with Viria. Barafir might be our ideal suspect in this. But the fact that Ariandor didn't have any staff working, that's a little suspect. He's definitely high up.
But wait, you said elves don't get mind controlled very easily. So perhaps he was lying to us then.
Yes,
About-
elves are resistant to being charmed.
Whatever the fuck that means. No. She's right, though. She is right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, the thing
He believed what he said, that he did not know Christos beforehand. He really believed it.
And I
Okay.
believe you mentioned there was dust on everything, which means it's not been cleaned in a while or used.
yeah, that's what I noticed, and there wasn't any help around. So do you think he's maybe fallen on harder times or something? Is that
That, or he could not be using his home as
Or
often.
maybe he's depressed.
What was that?
Depressed?
Maybe he's depressed.
well, when you're a rich guy, you usually have people around to take care of that stuff for you, even if you are depressed. So
Yeah, a palace of this size, you're definitely going to have somebody running it.
And since we are in front of it, I still cannot locate anything. Maybe if we paid our master craftsman a visit.
we don't need to tell him we're
Well,
visiting. You can just, sit
I-
around, maybe.
Was going to suggest if you can get me around his home away from the running water, I can recast the spell.
Barafir or Ariandor?
The dwarf.
The dwarf.
I would remember the name. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Nagheim
Fair enough.
remembers the name.
Shit, most of the time I don't remember the names and I wrote them.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
So I
So,
think
are
it's
we
time.
to do what we do best?
I think it's time for you to lead the way and show us how to be stealthy. Well, at least show me, because I am terrible at it.
I kind of am as well, so.
I say that, but I actually have a +5 to stealth. What the
You're stealthier than I am!
fuck?
You've been hanging around, call it that. It's just osmosis at this point. Before we leave, I just want to have a quick jog around the palace exterior. Now, if this is set up like I think it might be, it's sort of, would it be built with like a large wall and parapets on top of the wall where guards would be keeping guard?
Sure.
Is there any guards?
Yeah. I mean, throughout this whole place, like not within the, because like with the, this is a weird setup because like it's kind of like there's a tiered system to the royal lineage and everything like that, where there's like, and off the top of my brain, I don't remember the exact order, so forgive me, but there's like Duke, and then there's Lord, then there's Viscount, then there's and then the King. And the way this kind of palace is created, the housing of each of them are on different tiers as well. And then each of those has their own walls with guards patrolling the perimeter. So it's not like they are...
Like a security company and a gated community where it takes care of the entire community? Okay.
You got it.
Is there any lights on in the palace?
The main palace? Oh, yeah.
Well, no, like where Ariandor is living.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of done for them on the exterior.
But nothing coming from the windows? Like, does it look dark inside?
I mean, it's daylight, so there's no real reason for
right,
anything
it's
to be lit.
daylight.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say to that.
Well, that's okay. At least it wasn't good at Bert. But that's kind of, yeah. I'm gonna have to rely on the daylight thing.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
fair enough. I kind of forgot it was daytime.
No, it's okay.
All right. Well, do we wait for nightfall? I would suggest it.
Well, wait. What spell level can I get back with this? I
Well,
don't
we can
think
all
it's-
see in the dark, so I don't see, how.
Yeah, why not? Isn't it more stealthy in the dark?
Oh, Nagheim gasped.
If we take a short rest, I can get a spell slot back.
Sweet. Let's go find ourselves some dinner close to Bear Affairs, and maybe I can go scout it out while you guys have a
Probably
little...
shouldn't be eating too heavily, however, for to
A
sneak
light
around
pub
and-
meal? Potato skins, anyone? Mozzarella sticks?
Nachos.
I could actually go for all of that right now.
Oh, the finest of Singorn nachos. Speaking of which,
Oh.
Jason, we're
Oh.
going for nachos. That's
Oh.
where I'm going to take you. We'll go find somewhere with the good nachos.
I'm not gonna say no. But unfortunately, the one thing Singorn is also famous for are their shit ass nachos, because they're on because you don't have nacho chips in Singorn. That's too beneath them. They have to have
Is it lembas bread?
yeah,
is it-
it's that
it's
stupid shit.
gentrified nachos.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
dehydrated elven bread that was down to a wafer thing. It's like wheat thins, but without the good stuff in a wheat. You know what it is? It is those stupid little wafers that they give you at church. It tastes like that with not even good cheese, bland cheese and hints of it's tofu. It's not even beef. Fuck their nachos.
Fuck you, Singorn, and your shitty nachos.
That's the one thing I'm adding to Matthew Mercer's lore. They have shitty nachos in Singorn. Canon.
It's Triscuits and ragu.
Yes. But the potato skins are damn good.
Potato skins, perfect.
So unfortunately, it wouldn't be in Barrel Keep. There's not much in the way of anything to be purchased in many of these different districts. They all have their one significant thing. Whereas most cities, they want something on every corner so you don't have to go very far. No, elves are very categories. What's the word?
Categorical.
Thank you.
Organized.
So the tavern ward is where most of the restaurants and markets are to be found.
Well, we've got the cart at
Yeah.
our disposal.
Absolutely.
Let's go pub it up and hang out.
So Nagheim, whatever spell you want to get back, you can. I'll say that the carriage ride alone is a short rest just to get back there.
Well, I'll take back a level 4 spell slot. But I still have locate creature up for until that hour falls.
Okay, I'd say by the time you guys, about halfway into your dinner and everything, it would probably end by that time. Is there anything to be discussed during dinner, or what are we doing?
Yeah. Any ideas for the plan? Other than wait till nightfall, break into basement of the keep and have a little pixie around?
Maybe we can send in Albert ahead as a scout, like we
Oh,
did back
that's-
in Whitestone.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
See, I'm smart sometimes.
That sounds like a good plan.
What's our alibi? Well, not an alibi, but if we get caught, what's our excuse? Or do we just, punch people and fight our way out?
Well, my plan is to not get caught, because I literally just introduced myself. And, oh, what would be our alibi? Maybe I saw a thief. And I was following them?
We saw suspicious people lurking around the keep on our way back to your estate. You know, don't mention those suspicious people were ourselves. And we wanted to investigate without alarming the entire keep, maybe something like that, because we're used to work like that. You know, that's why you hired us. We're security or something. I don't know.
Yes, agreed. I think we could bluff our way through that.
If
All right.
we get lucky and I pick up a ping, I can also make myself look like Desero.
Oh, that's right. You do.
So if he is there, I can make myself look like him and try to talk our way through this.
What if you run into him as him, and then there's two of him?
I think that's
And
when
we
we
kill
punch our
him.
way out. Yeah.
And if they try to yell at us after, then we say, oh, he was sending threats against not only the Cultivarius estate, but Singorn as well.
Yeah, I suppose if the city guard gets involved, I can pretty much just be honest.
Well, you
And
do have
say
to
that-
let us proof.
So,
I just assume I'm going to succeed at most things, so.
That's how you've stayed alive so far, I suppose.
well, stayed alive.
Well,
We did
we're
die
not
once.
Just the once. You die once, and it's all people ever bring up. It's like, oh, remember when you died? It's like, yes,
No, we don't need to
it's
keep
just the
bringing
once,
that
though.
up.
It's because
That
I
was
also
so
remember
long
that I
ago.
died.
Just
It's
the
hard to
once.
just forget that you literally died. That you saw the afterlife.
Schnegerheim, get over yourself.
Absolutely not.
I didn't see an afterlife, so I don't really think about it as much.
Well,
I
in
wish
a
I
way, he's stayed alive so far since he's alive right now, unless you're undead or something.
Hey.
Yeah, ping that shit on you.
Victim blaming.
Good.
All right, so let's do that.
Tell me what you're doing, guys.
I guess we'll wait till night, and then stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna stealth, I'll maybe put it out there that taking the carriage back there not the best idea.
Yeah, we'll take the carriage far, like enough that we don't have to walk the whole way, but
Yeah.
it's there if we need to make a quick exit.
Okay, so I'll say, just for the sake of mapping it out, where Barrel Keep is, there's the bridge connecting that to the corner pocket of the Tarn Ward, so the kitty corner there. I'll say the carriage can probably wait safely on the opposite side of the bridge connecting to Barrel Keep. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I keep forgetting that I can do that. So yeah, that's cool with me. So as you guys head back towards that area as night has come, everybody make a perception check, please.
Oh, perception.
Let the queen do it. 16.
Holy shit, you got
Dirty
out perceptioned. 10? All right. Viri, I didn't catch yours. Sorry.
13.
13. Thank you. All right. Nagheim, you're taking your time to essentially hype Albert up to the idea that they're going to play a significant role in this next little bit. Everyone else, as you're walking from the restaurant and getting into the carriage and traveling through Singorn to the Barrel Keep district, you feel the city has a noted difference. Even though the city is illuminated during the evening, you can't help but feel that it has somehow darkened. Imperceptible to most of its citizens, clearly, as it's rare that many of Singorn's population look up these days, but it's there in the crook, in the cracks, in every corner of buildings, homes, alcove or branch. There seems to be a growing darkness. Anyone who would like to can make an investigation check. Except for Nagheim, because you're busy talking to Albert.
It's a whoop 6.
18.
And you?
13
Cool.
again.
So Rose, you would be interested in this kind of stuff, but you're kind of taking notes from Nagheim as they're dictating to Albert, like their kind of effort to like communicate and get things across. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I should do that with Owl, because then Owl can be a stealth bird, and then they can go on missions together. And Albert and Owl against the world. Wow, I didn't realize how close Owl and Albert were that it totally tripped up my brain for a second there.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Owl is a cat,
Yeah.
not a bird.
Hey. And away we go. Didn't know where I was going with that. But Cult and Viria, it's when you step out of the carriage, looking around and noticing where certain light fixtures are placed and seeing where a cluster of this darkness is. It seems unnatural. Moving closer towards it to get a better look as to what may be the cause of it, you squint your eyes and peer forward to finally see multiple glassy orbs looking back at you. With a screech that pierces the thunder of the market crowd, you watch as the darkness unfurls its wings and the nestled swarm of bats swoop down overhead, flying a foot above the heads of the night market shoppers before it soars high and vanishing into the darkness once again.
Locate creature.
Sure.
I
They're
think
right there.
That's a pretty good
No.
sign. No.
Locate creature on Desero.
I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, 4th level spell. The bats are there. No. Nothing.
That still stays up for an hour, so.
Well, that's bloody suspicious.
Do bats usually nest in, fucking city?
I don't
In a
think
busy
s-
city?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're on the right track. Nagheim, nothing yet?
Can we follow the bats, maybe?
Oh yeah. Can we keep an eye on the bats and see where they're going?
Well, here's the thing. That cluster flew away. There are dark alcoves all throughout the Tarn Ward and all throughout Barrel Keep. Now that you're looking around, there are
So-
many bats where there's not usually.
And they're all sort of sporadic around the Tarn Ward. Not Barrel Keep?
Everywhere you've been so far at night. You just notice it where there's like darker kind of patches in corners and crooks and everything where there's a light source right there. It's only when you get
And this
closer
is-
that you notice that they're just kind of hanging there.
This is in our carriage ride?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only when you got out that to inspect these like dark places that you've seen along the way that you notice that they were a cluster of bats.
Okay. So,
So
are we
no,
not
it's
at Barrel
not
Keep
singular
yet?
to one specific area.
So they're probably keeping an eye on the entire city then.
Oh, so
Most
do they
likely.
know we're here?
Probably.
Oh my god.
I would like
That's-
to use sending.
Sure.
Actually, before I do it, I will. Nighttime will be like, I could just send a message to a friend.
To Christos?
Of course. On behalf of the Cultivarius Estates. We would like to set up a meeting to discuss the Wintercrest Ball.
Because he knows we're probably looking for him to probably.
But he is he is a political figure in Singorn and has met very powerful people.
Perhaps
He feels confident.
we take the threat seriously and act as cowards instead of the heroes that we obviously are.
And see if he will meet for them.
That is not a bad idea at all. However, do we want to set it up at my estate, at the estate, instead of out here in the street? So we have home field advantage.
But we need to be able to trace him back.
Yes, that's right.
We would have witnesses in the street as well if he decides to attack.
Fair enough. If we can get Albert to follow wherever he goes, and we think it's somewhere around here, I still think we should investigate the Barrel Keep.
I have a question.
Yes.
If we think that them have been trying, wouldn't that be against
Girl, you're
us
cutting
if we do
out
something
so
in the
much.
street?
It's cut out again,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's good. I think
Well,
it's
I
when
think
I
it's-
mute for a while and then I unmute. It's like, whoa, what's going on?
You're
Okay.
good
I
there.
think it's because you turned your head to the side as you were talking to.
Oh.
We can hear you now,
Okay.
though. So, sorry, what were you saying?
Rose says, well, since one of them was like mind controlled type thingy, would it be bad if something happens in the street? What if they were like mind controlled thingy to like attack us instead of like our witness, you know? Does that make
Well,
sense?
There are
To-
many people in the streets.
But I
So
get
if
what
he
you're
tries
saying.
things, many
Yeah.
people will see it. Besides, if he tries to mind control them, I can most likely prevent it. Or cure it.
I'm stuck, frankly.
While they're discussing this, are
Mhm.
there like any other clusters of bats nearby?
Oh, enough, yeah. I mean,
Can
you'd have to
I-
go and approach them, and they're pretty, like, high up.
Can I pick up like a stone that I see and cast the light cantrip on it and throw it towards one of the clusters? See what that does.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Okay. What?
If you don't want to
want
do
me to roll
damage and you
exactly?
just want to get it close,
No,
there,
I'm
we'll see
just
how.
I just want to like get a light source near them.
So yeah, we'll make an attack roll. Just unarmed weapon, we'll say. I don't know.
An armed strike, I guess. yeah.
Sure, why not?
Sure, that's a 24.
Oh man. You like Michael Jordan it right between the legs of one that's hanging upside down there, and it hits the back wall and lights up, and it creates a shadow effect down the entire building that they are hanging from. One that seems to extend down to the ground. One that seems to extend itself towards you all. One that extends hands until they scatter away.
Well, bats don't have hands now, do they? That was interesting.
I
That's
don't know a
awful.
lot about bands, but bats, but that sounds awful.
I feel as if it's him beckoning us to him. Without telling us where he is.
And I'll repeat this with another cluster I see, just to see if this is like a one-time thing or they all do this.
Seems like anytime there's a shadow, even as you're moving towards the bats, some of the shadows, even for some of the people that are walking the streets, seem to do things that their real life is not doing.
Oh, like Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably head back to the estate to discuss this, because he's everywhere.
I don't like this. This is creepy.
I agree. Thoroughly creeped out.
You guys say the sweetest things.
To the carriage then.
Ezero, if you can hear me, fuck you. Back into the carriage.
Oh, ditto.
I would enjoy talking.
I think safety first in this case.
Well, we could. I mean, do we want to keep investigating the keep, or?
I don't know. It really does feel like all eyes are on us, and it is nighttime.
All right.
It's you know what would be brazen? Daytime break and enter.
I mean, I can just start glowing or something. Just get me mad enough, and no danger there. Just stay a few feet away from me, but.
Well, how about this? How about we go scout it out first? We can scout it out right now. If it doesn't look like it's going to happen, we go back home.
Sure.
All right. Well,
We're
let's
here
go.
already, so.
Yeah, we might as well have a little peek-see.
Okay.
And as before you continue, and as Rose and Vera start walking ahead, Colt's gonna grab Nagheim's hand and just pull them a little bit closer. He goes, "I'm not trying to laugh off death. There was nothing afterwards, and I don't like thinking about that. I just feel like there's nothing after."
I think maybe it's time for you to start visiting the temple.
I think you're right. And squeezes and pats on shoulder.
Chucks them in the shoulder, slaps them in the face. I don't know. I thought that's where we were going.
Just road chili.
Road chili. All right. So now,
All right.
is the plan to investigate yourselves, or is this the Albert plan?
Colt's probably going to suggest let's get eyes on how the place is set up. Does it look like there's any place they can sneak in that's below ground, or at least ground level, that would lead into some sort of basement? Or something that they could squeeze little Albert into so that they can...
I mean, much like your estate, this is a gated kind of venue, right? And then aside from that, I'm hard pressed to think of one.
How about we nonchalantly look into the lake when you all talk, and just grab me if you need anything, because I can go in Albert's vision.
Well, Albert can go over the wall without being suspected.
Albert is also all black.
All right. Agreed. If everyone else is behind that,
Let's do it.
Colt will stand next to Neckheim.
I'm gonna pull out a pearl and give myself Char's favor.
Okay.
And as the pearl enters Neckheim just kind of softly falls into Colt, and their eyes are white. And Albert silently flies off.
Cool. So, where's Albert heading towards?
Over the gate,
Mm-hmm.
and attempting to find any entrances that could be on the exterior to a basement, seeing if anything along the wall there might be cracks or holes for, I don't know, a vampire to be able to sneak in and out of
Which time
without
are you
alerting
crazy?
the city guard. Also, still paying attention to the detect creature thing because it's still Nagheim senses, and they are, I think, flying over ground now. So, I
Wait.
don't know.
Char's favor. That's not concentration, is it?
Nope,
Okay.
I do not believe.
Well, just double check, please.
Where is it? Oh, I took it off. Never mind. Oh, right, I took it off because I was fucking with my spells and I didn't fix it. Whatever, I didn't do Char's favor.
No worries.
Fine.
All right, that's cool. So, as Albert is doing the flyby, trying to go from what tree branches there could be in this estate, which aren't many, he's diving down, trying to go from window to window. And while there are flickers of like some sort of fire or light behind some of the curtain windows, all of them have heavy steel rods overlapping the windows. There's nothing along the base. There's surprisingly no other entrances. And you gather that maybe it's akin to dwarven culture, where if they tunnel down, there's just one path down, and then it branches out. There's no multiple entrances into this space. And that could be because of their heritage in mining. It could also be because, as Albert also notices, there's not a lot of guards around this place, because this estate is sort of built like a fortress itself.
A lot of what I'm hoping is as Albert flies around, if there's a ping, the ping would be picked up because it extends the reach a little bit since Albert is. But yeah.
Yeah.
If I was a vampire, this is where I'd be staying.
Albert would fly a bit from the back over the opposite wall of us, like towards the back, to see if maybe there's like a back, like something that might look suspicious outside of the walls.
Okay. Beyond the walls, it's mostly... Yeah, because it's kind of like lakefront property, right? Everybody who has money wants to be closer to the water. So everything beyond that are the regular households that kind of line the exterior walls. So nothing much there. That's where you see the trees kind of come into play again. Because again, dwarves don't really favor towards nature so much. So any kind of extra space that they could have to kind of move around and breathe or expand their fortress of solitude, if you will, they'll probably take that advantage. So yeah, it's just more homes behind all that. And not too far from there, there's the barracks for the city guard and everything. Maybe another reason why there's not too many guards, because nobody's gonna fuck with something that's so close to the army. Or military, I should say.
Okay.
Are there any more bats around?
I mean, they never left. But they're just in alcoves here and there. It's not like the birds or anything like that. It's just, they're noticeable because they've never been there before.
I figure throwing more rocks at them will draw attention to us being here, so...
Yeah, I have a feeling we're not getting in there tonight. Back home, we discussed perhaps maybe calling Christos out, as Nagheim suggested.
Good. Rose?
Yeah, I'm stumped.
Yeah, let's go home. This place is creeping me out.
Yeah, everything feels off.
All right. So, you shake Nagheim awake. Albert eventually back onto the shoulder. That was the worst bird I've ever done. I just spit it in the mic.
Hey, dude, I use that mic sometimes.
Yeah, and it's got my spit on it. You get what you pay for. All right.
We know you're into that.
Yeah. Fred is into pee, and you're into spit.
No.
It's been
okay, let's
said.
not make that a thing. Let's not make it into a thing.
I
Thank
didn't.
you.
But yes,
That
you
was a
all
joke. We
pile
don't have
back
a pee
into the carriage and make your way. There it is. Back to the cultivarius estate for the evening. And before the evening comes to a close, was there anything anybody else wanted to do?
Well, if Catalina is free, I did want to have a bit of a word with her.
Mm-hmm. Make a, I guess, investigation check. If you're searching her out, kind of thing.
11.
No such luck. But then again, you only think of like a couple of places where she could be. So you didn't find her there and you were like, it's a late night.
No
Another
worries.
time.
Who wants to look for Cat next?
I'll spare you guys. Probably not going to find her tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
I could just send her a message.
Kind of get the feeling if she wanted to talk, she would come talk. But I'm worried about her.
I mean, as I've mentioned earlier, give her time. She'll come to talk to you when she's ready.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's just busy with her new friend Owl.
One can hope. I mean, Owl's very comforting. Where is Owl?
He's at the estate with Cat.
We're at the estate.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So
Well,
she
maybe-
doesn't know where her cat is.
No, I left Owl with Cat before we left.
That's true.
Owl's with Cat.
I was playing the long game with that pun, y'all.
Cat's with cat.
Oh, I just got it.
All right.
Oh, good that I'm technically the first to get it. Sweet. Which is rare. Maybe
Okay, well, I don't know. I'll do the usual workout and then bath and then go to bed.
Yeah,
Unless
I'm
you
gonna
want
go.
to discuss things now, but
If locate creatures up, I'd like to make my way
you make
towards the
anywhere?
maze.
Towards the maze. Fair enough. All right. You take a few minutes to head towards the maze. Still nothing.
Just take a moment and look up. I know you're supposed to keep secrets. It'd be real great if you could help reveal this one to me. And then head back in.
Wonderful. Cult, Rose?
Cult-
Stop your dancing.
Cult's just.
It's serious.
Cult's perturbed. He's going to do what he did when he was a insomniac teenager and just pace the estate, just walk around.
Like outside or inside? I'm sorry.
Inside and out.
Inside and
Just sort of like walks all around. Not close to the bedrooms because he doesn't want to make too much noise, but
Mhm.
just pace. Pace and think. Think and pace.
Okay. Make 2 perception checks, please.
Ooh, dos percepciones. I don't know if that's actually Spanish.
Okay.
the second one not go through? Oh shit. 21 and 5.
All right. Inside, you just walk by the different rooms for your parents, your brother, your sister. And you get that little bit of nostalgia, homesick, pride and heartache, thinking about everything that has happened in such a short period of time and where you are now. And you don't know which one is kind of winning. The pride you feel with who you're becoming, or the heartache at what this family has lost. And when you try to get some fresh air, you walk outside and walk the perimeter. You don't notice much, but you notice that the cool night air is helping to settle your mind a little bit before you go back to bed. Now, before we call it an evening, the last thing that happens is that your breathing is heavy. The cold mist that you exhale blankets the world in a haze before you. The snow-covered ground seems white again for a moment. The ash and blood turn to gray. You exhale deeper, your frozen breath being entwined and carried away with the smoke billowing out from the surrounding village. Silhouetted figures run from you as other members of your clan chase them down, knock them to the ground, and once again, the snow turns red beneath them. You turn to watch everything that these people held dear bleed out or burn to the ground. This is no petty revenge. This is justice. Justice for your clan that these people turned their backs on. For the brothers and sisters that had fallen to their bloodlust. Let this be the last. Let them remember and tread lightly. You turn to leave, and that's when you first see him. Standing tall, taking in the destruction that you and your kind have brought to this village. Long silver strands of hair float in the wind as burning embers touch down on his face. He looks at you for the first time, setting his jewel blue eyes on yours. And you see it. You don't recognize it for many years to come, for it was just a moment. But this is when you first saw it. The look of understanding. The look of regret. The look of pity. In the briefest of moments, it spoke volumes. But you are young. You are not yet wise. And the bloodlust is still raging within you. This will be the first of many clashes in your lifetime with this man. The cold blood within your veins boils as you charge forward. But when you wake, Virya, all you feel is heartache. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Who this? Who this now?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Hope you had a wonderful time.
Who this?
And as we just found out, we are going to be down a player next week. So we probably won't have a usual session, but we are going to come up with something equally as fun, fingers crossed, to entertain you guys nonetheless, because you all deserve it for being such an awesome chat room and subscribers and followers and all that kind of stuff.
Follow our Twitter for updates.
Absolutely. It's in the chat room right now. There you go. And with that, all of you have a wonderful evening, have a fantastic week, and as we always like to say at the end of our show,
Have
safe
sex.